I'm live. I'm live. Hello, everyone. I am live with myself, and my wife is sat next to me as well. So she's going to be on this chat as well. She's not going to really say much. She just wants to witness the what's going to go on. So I've got a car stand up next to me. That's terrible. Josh is ready, I think. Rebecca, what do you have to say about anything? Anything?
Yeah.
I do have to say, I'm not muted now, and it's not.
I can hear you, Annie. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Shut up! It's the first time. You're a fucking knob.
Yeah, let me get let me get Josh in, and I'll send him the link, and we can start this thing. Yes, these little cons. So I've no idea what this chat's going to be about. Josh just said he wanted to have a nice chat, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely sure if that's what his intentions are, but we shall see. So bear with me, guys, and I'll get him in. This might be fun, guys. I don't know. It could be terrible. I've no idea. It could be awful. He could just floor me with something. I mean, who knows? It could just be like, you could say something that I have absolutely no answer to, and I'll just end the chat and delete the video and take myself offline.
You better kill yourself.
Oh, I'll kill myself as well.
Okay.
What did that say?
Accidental death.
Well, you'll do it for me, I'm sure. There we go.
Yes.
Joshua John Banco. I'm going to send you the link, my friend. There you go. All right, there you go. I'll send you the link, buddy. So whenever you're ready, you can join us. Should be good. Should be good. Looking fun. Got a lot of people in the chat. Billy Bong, Niboopsh, Golden Owl, the anime guy, girl, gay guy, girl, guy, whatever he is. He's definitely a guy. Crush, hello, Crush. And we've got Atheist Ghost and Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Yeah, you probably heard that too. Paul, I see you there, pal. Exponent, don't know who the fuck you are. Andre, I've seen you before, buddy. I've never spoken to you, but you look like a non-believer. Hello, pal. Talking to you earlier. All my friends are here. That's so cool.
Yay.
I know. So, well, we should do what Vindicator did when he started that chat 10 minutes early. Like, periodically, every minute I'll go like a train announcer. Anthony will be here in a minute. He promised he would be here. He will be here. And then every other minute he would say that. It was really embarrassing. So,
Yes, it's very sad.
I've got Devon sending me direct messages, so that's cool.
Oh, so you'll answer.
No, he said, piss standing up at some point during this, please. Bring the laptop into the toilet. Oh, what a cunt. I love the guy. Oh, we've got Lalo in there. Oh, what a surprise. I haven't spoken to him for a while.
I know.
I know, right?
Hi, Lalo.
Lalo is the man. For a short guy, he does pretty good. Still waiting for.
Shave your head.
Shave your head, Lalo. Within a millimeter of your life. Come on, where's Josh, man? I know Canadian internet's slow, but dude, come on, pal. Otherwise, it's just going to be a Q&A between me and my wife. Where has Lalo been? Need more of these podcasts. Lalo's working on shit, and he'll be up and running soon. Guarantee that one. Is Josh dead? I don't think so.
We can hope.
Devon's logged in under some weird. He's got his name there. This is his name, Devon Tracy. Lalo has more hair on his feet than on his head.
Anthony has more hair
On my
his
ears.
back.
On my ears as well.
Ew.
I have to shave my ears at least once a month. Top tip, older guys.
You're gross.
Oh, I never changed my icon for the thing. The one that CC made me. Have you seen my new one? With the roll of toilet paper under my arm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Josh, dude. What
CC is awesome. Because he made the 7%.
The 7%. If you haven't seen that 7% thumbnail that he did, the graphic that he did, it's a female version of the one that he did for us guys, and it's fucking amazing. You're gross. Up and his wife, 2015. Guess who said that? Kevin.
Yes.
He's literally trolling right now.
He's trolling you?
Josh's beard has got even bigger. Do we all see Josh now? Hello, Joshua.
How's it going?
All right, pal. That beard's coming on, dude. Look at that. Man, I just shaved.
What's
Literally,
that?
I am as bald as a coot right now on my head, on my face. You look like the opposite of what I am right now.
Yeah.
So how's it going, pal? What's going on?
Not too bad. I was just looking at the highlights for the Weidman fight.
The MMA, was that?
Yeah. Chris Weidman got his ass kicked.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. Did you watch the Conor fight?
I haven't actually. The last fight I went to see was Ronda Rousey getting knocked out.
Oh yeah, she got her ass handed to her, right? Yeah, the Conor one wasn't really a fight, was it? It was just I'm sure you know about it. I'm sure you know who won.
I haven't. I'm not really into the UFC too much. I just watched the title fights that I recognize for the names.
Well, I will spoil it for you, but it's not really much of a fight. So what's going on, pal? You said you wanted a nice chat with me.
Yeah. Well, first of all, are you gonna turn on your camera?
No.
Okay, so you shouldn't have a problem with this then.
No, I don't have a problem with that at all, pal. Go ahead. You look lovely.
All right, back in our last conversation with Devin, at 38 minutes 20 seconds, you made the claim that I had said that all rapists are mentally ill. I said I didn't. You said I definitely did, and you referred to how many times you watched that. And then I asked for a timestamp. Did you ever look that up?
No.
No. So, are you going to recant that statement?
Recant that what? That you said that... Just repeat it back to me without the timestamp thing.
You claimed that I said that all rapists are mentally ill.
Well, you said most rapists are mentally ill.
Yes, and I defended, and that's what I said, but then you had said that I definitely said that all rapists are mentally ill.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I don't remember, Josh. But no,
yeah,
strangely enough, I mirrored some of Devin's videos today, and I put up, well, yeah, yesterday, in fact, and I put up the original chat that you had with him there. Where you bring up the analogies of dogs and things like that, and it was, fuck me, man. You really do that. It's incredible. Just as a side issue, do you bring up analogies between black people and abused dogs? You do that a lot in that video.
Actually, that was between
if anybody's not seen it, no, we were talking about black criminals. That's what you were talking about.
What's the difference between black criminals and white criminals?
No, that's not what you were talking about at the time.
No, I'm talking about the criminal aspect.
I was talking about
specifically talking about the criminal aspect
of black people.
How abuse transfers to your actions as adults.
It can do.
Which applies to every race. I never once. Okay, what was the specific quote that leads you to believe that?
Leads me to believe what, Josh?
That I was comparing black people to dogs. What was the exact quote? I made an analogy for a crime with an overall topic of black crime, but I did never once say black people are like dogs. I never once said that.
You didn't say black people are like dogs, but you were bringing up an analogy with Devin. This wasn't the conversation that I was having with you.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Right, yeah, I am as well. But you were the one that brought up that analogy, basically saying, and I'm not saying that you said black people are like dogs. No, you didn't say that. But the conversation was talking about black crime in the U.S.
Okay, now what's the difference between black crime and white crime aside from skin pigment? Sorry, skin pigment.
Other than how much it's done, nothing.
Okay, so why does my analogy only apply to black people?
Well, the conversation was talking about black crime in the U.S. at the time, and you brought up dogs for some bizarre reason.
Because we're talking about crime.
Yeah, and you want
not
to
just
talk
black
about
crime. This isn't an analogy that's specific to black people. It's crime
Of
in
course it
general.
isn't. Right. So your analogy was basically saying that if you are abused as a child, then basically you're going to be a criminal.
Then there's a higher chance that you'll become a criminal, yes.
Okay.
So
And
what's the
what?
problem with that?
Well, there isn't a problem with that, is there?
No.
But the whole conversation was talking about Devon being a neo-Nazi. That's how this whole thing started. Remember? I thought it was going to be a nice chat, dude. You started bringing up timestamps and stuff. Are you trying to prove me wrong about something?
Well, yeah, a couple things. Like, you recently called Yuzelu homophobic. I was wondering what your evidence was for that, because you're making a lot of claims that you failed to provide evidence for.
I called Uzulu homophobic.
Yeah, you said he made a homophobic statement, which he asked for your evidence, and you didn't respond with anything.
Are you sure that was me?
Yeah, I actually have the... 1 second. I have it for me. You right here what you said. It was only yesterday you said it, too.
Oh, cool.
Where is it? Hey, Mr. Logic, present an argument instead of the mental homophobic insult for a second. Huh, you crazy boy. That
we're talking about gaping assholes and sucking dick and stuff.
No, you weren't.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
So why are you misrepresenting everyone's argument?
Why am I misrepresenting everybody's argument? I'm responding to you.
If you look back, I had a little conversation with Drew, and he kept on inferring that I'm making excuses for criminals. And then I told him that that is not my position in any way, and he just kind of understood that I wasn't saying that. But it seems like he got that from someone.
Didn't you also imply that you implied that he was racist in that conversation as well? And that was the same conversation where I said that you implied that Drew was somehow racist, or he made some kind of racist comment.
No, I asked him if he agreed with that 99% stat.
And in the same conversation, I said, and this was earlier this week, after you tweeted me to say that you'd like to talk with me. And then I said, and I agreed to it, and then I saw the conversation that you had with Drew, where you were implying that he'd said something mildly racist. And at that point,
I asked him if he supported this statement.
Hang on a minute, pal. And at that point, I said that I don't want a conversation with you if that's the way you're going to behave.
No, actually, I asked him if he supported a statement in which he did not.
This is all on Twitter. If anybody ever wants to look at the timeline, they can do, because it's all there. I don't delete my tweets, unlike yourself.
Yeah, you can all look at it. Because I asked him how he felt about that statement that Devin made about 99% of black people killed by police are justified.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him if he agreed with that, because if he did, then that would be racist. Because that is...
How is that racist?
Because it's a lie.
Well, okay, so let's say that it is a lie. That still wouldn't make it racist, would it?
Yes, it would.
How?
Because you're implying that the majority of black people that are killed by cops deserve it.
No. You're saying that 99% of police killing people is justified.
Which it's not.
Really?
Yes, you have no statistics to back that up. And I actually looked up the truth. It's actually closer to...
Okay, so what is the percentage of justified homicide by police officers in the US?
41 to 46%.
So half of the people that they kill is unjustified?
Yes.
In America?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's you're implying that the other half that are killed that are innocent, or there wasn't enough probable cause to shoot them in the back or something like that.
So just to clarify, you're saying 54% of the people that are justifiably, or what you would say unjustifiably, killed by police officers in America, 54% of them are unjustified.
Yes.
Wow, I'd be amazed if that was true.
It is. From the FBI statistics, that's what they've ruled.
Okay. So,
do you have any other evidence to provide otherwise, or where did you get your source for this?
Okay, well, you've done your homework and I haven't. So let's go with that and say that that's true. Where does that leave us, Josh?
That leaves us with a.
So how many people are killed by police officers per year?
I haven't looked into that.
Well, that would definitely give us a frame of reference, wouldn't it? I would like a citation on that. If you could put it in the channel link there, I'll post it out to the main chat.
I'll have it to you later. It's from The Guardian.
The Guardian? A newspaper in England?
Yeah, from...
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's off the FBI statistics that they...
Okay, well, send me the FBI statistics, please.
I will get those to you.
Well, no, you've cited it, so you've done your homework, so you must know what that citation is, surely.
Yeah, well, do you want me to stop for 5 minutes to dig around on my laptop?
I'll give you a minute or two. I'll look
Well,
at the
I know
chat.
I'll need like 5. Because I didn't save it. I have it on my browser somewhere.
You do that, pal. Thank you. I think
Okay.
we need that right now.
So, but okay, getting back to it.
Do you look for that link?
Think it's around
You
half?
can talk and look for that link at the same time, surely.
All right, I'll try.
Okay, go.
All right, so do you believe that? So what does that leave us with? Is half the people are not justified in the murder, and that statement that Devin made. So that is a lie, or do you believe it to be somewhere around 99%?
Let's
Because
wait
that's
for your
just
numbers.
he presented it as like a fact that 99% of people.
Well, I'll withhold my judgment on that
Why?
because you're quoting the Guardian, dude. You know what the Guardian is in the news in the whole sort of newspaper thing? It's a left-wing English newspaper. You understand that, right? It's like pro third wave feminism and all that kind of shit. You do understand that, right? As far as the Guardian
It was
goes.
the
I'm
first
sure you
result.
don't.
Here it is. I found it.
I don't want you to quote a newspaper, dude. I want stats. I don't want a newspaper article because that proves jack shit.
They were drawn from the FBI statistics, which I will track
Okay.
down for you.
Yeah, do that then.
But okay, so where would? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to find those for you. But all right, so what else do we have to talk about?
I mean, fuck. The Guardian, man, is no source. No source whatsoever. And
All right, well, so, okay, what do you believe
I
it
am
is?
somewhat incredulous to that claim. Okay, and I would love to see that backed up because if that was the case, I'm sure we would all know about it in America. Do you realise that over 50% of people shot by the police shouldn't have been shot? That shouldn't have been killed. That is your claim, right? That's your claim, just to make everybody clear that that's his claim.
Your claim is that
I don't have a claim,
99%
dude.
of them.
I don't have a claim. I've never claimed anything, have I?
Well, you said you've never disagreed with Devin, so it's fair to assume that you agree with him.
No, that's not true, is it?
Yes. Well, when you say you've never disagreed with him, are you saying that you're disagreeing with him now?
I've never said anything about it, have I?
Well, no, you said that you've never disagreed with Devin, and I'm asking if you're disagreeing with him now.
I haven't said anything about it, have I? I haven't said anything about it, so I'm withholding judgment, like I just said. So I'll wait for your official stats on it, not a newspaper column from some left-wing fucking English hack.
I'm
wait.
working on it.
Yeah, and I'm not talking a newspaper article, dude. I'm talking FBI stats. If somebody can find it, by the way, in the chat, that would be fantastic. You could maybe send me it on direct message or something. I'll get it quicker than Josh. Because I can't. I will believe it if I'm presented with the facts, but I would be utterly amazed if that's true. Because police officers are trained to a way higher standard than that. They don't just go around arbitrarily shooting people.
Have you not seen the video of the guy that got shot like 6 times in the back while running away? Where's the training for that?
Happens. Okay, so I don't know what your point is by that. You're saying that some cops are bad, some cops make mistakes, some cops fuck up, whatever. I'm not denying that for a second. But it's not like a systemic thing.
It kind of is.
It kind of is. Back that up, please, as well.
Oh, I will.
It's not like Black Lives Matter. Are you going Black Lives Matter, dude? Because I did notice you sent a tweet out the other day using the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
I think all lives matter, actually.
Right, but you used the hashtag Black Lives Matter in a tweet.
Yeah, because that tweet was specifically
so do you associate yourself with that movement?
Black lives.
So tell me what your thoughts are on Black Lives Matter.
All right, here you go. So far in the U.S.
Post it in the link. Post it in the chat and I'll post it out. Dude, you can't read for shit.
Yeah.
Or spell.
I suck at multitasking, I'll admit that.
Well, you suck at spelling and speaking.
I'm pretty good at math, though. How are you with that?
Well, I can count to 5, dude, not 4.
Are you sure?
So, yes, I'm sure. Well, I also know how Twitter works. So, that too. You have the link or what? You going to send me it?
Looking for it.
We've got like 110 people watching this. You realise that?
Oh, yeah.
They're just all waiting for you to fuck up again. You realise that, right?
Well, it's not a fuck up because anyone can just Google it.
No, that's no good, dude. You made an abomination of a claim. You need to back that up. Please.
Well,
And I'm
we'll see if
waiting. I
it's an
don't mind
abomination
getting
or
it.
not.
I don't mean, yeah, send me it. A legitimate link. Who's a loser in the chat? He'll be able to send you it. Who's the most sanctimonious little cunt I have ever come across?
Okay, here we are, FBI expanded homicide.
Just for the record, by the way, so everybody can hear it. Forever and ever and ever. Did you
All right,
find it?
so how about another topic? What about that?
Oh, so we cannot find that. Okay, so you're saying that your claim is incorrect?
No, I'm not saying it's incorrect. I'm
Okay,
saying
can
I
somebody-
can't multitask while you're trying to steamroll me and I'm trying to look
Okay.
up stats.
I will be completely
That's what I'm
quiet.
fucking saying. So
Okay,
you
so
shut
I'll
up
be
for 5 minutes and
Hey,
I'll find
hey,
this for you.
calm down.
Or
Calm down.
you can calm down.
Calm down. You calm down. So I'll look at the chat. If somebody can find the stats on police officer homicide for 2014, I guess it would be, not 2015, but 2014 or maybe for the last 10 years, if somebody can find that and post it to my Twitter, please. Just publicly or whatever, and I'll link it. So we can carry on talking then. So please send it on Twitter because I can't keep up with the chat. So if you can send me on either a direct message or whatever. FBI stats, there's got to be. Wait a second. FBI Gov, there we go. Okie dokie, here we go. So I'm pulling up FBI.government here.
Yeah, I'm on one of those too.
Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I know this is boring for everyone, but it's kind of important. So I'm looking at crime in the United States for 2014, offences known to law enforcement, violent crime, property crime, police. No, that's not it either. Somebody send me a direct link for it so I'm not being really dull in the chat. Trying to find this shit. Okay, I see somebody's trying to look it up for me. So, thank you, Paul. Yeah, okay, 1 second. Justifiable homicide. This is from the FBI website from 2010 to 2014. This is by weapon. 2010, let me take a quick look. 397, 396, okay, so I see justifiable homicides in there for a 4-year period, and it averages out, I would say, about 400 a year for justifiable homicide.
Okay, and now how many homicides were there?
Well, it doesn't say that in the one I'm looking at. Oh, homicides, man, in America in 2014, thousands. I have no idea.
Of police.
No,
By police.
Well, that's what somebody's trying to find me, so just give me a second. So we have an average over the last 5 years of 400 between 2010, 11, 12, 13, and 14. It ranges from 397 to 471. So let's average it out to around 400. I think that would be fair. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So, look at some police officer fatality rates by state. Let's look at Texas. All right, so Texas police deaths over the same period, a 5-year period, although it was between 2008 and 2012, but it averaged out around 12 police officers per year. So we have 400 justifiable homicides, okay, and that may vary. You could probably go back another 5 years, it might vary by 10 either way, but let's stick with 400. Would you say that was fair?
Is that, wait, police being killed or police killing black people?
This is justifiable homicide, as reported by the FBI. It reports it on an average of around 400 for the last 5 years. And I'm also looking at how many police officers were killed in the state of Texas as an example for a similar 5-year period, and it averages out to about 11 cops per year were killed.
But we're not looking at cops killed, we're looking at black
Well, this
people
is to give
killed.
an average, this is giving an overview. So what we need now is, what data do we need now, Josh, to complete this argument?
We need the total number of homicides, then how many were justified.
But how many were not justified, right? Because you're saying
Well, yeah,
over
you can
half of them
subtract
were
and
not
make the
justified.
difference.
Okay. So we know 400 were justified. So now we need of how many were unjustified.
Well, look at total black people killed by police, then subtract 400.
Why black people?
Yeah, well, that's what that tweet was pertaining to. Was black people killed by police.
Why black people, though? No, because we're looking at
It was specific to black people. It's not just how many people police
well,
killed.
you said 54% of the people shot by police were
black people. I'm talking about.
54%. Oh, you see that? Okay. So
No,
all
like
right,
that's what the tweet was pertaining to.
Okay, so 54% of black people killed by police. When? How? What period? What time period are we talking here? Last couple of years? Last 5 years?
Yeah, that was 2014, I believe.
2014. So in 2014, over half of the black people killed by police in the US was unjustified. That's your claim, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Somebody in the chat find it. I've got no idea. So, I mean, is this somebody told you this, Josh? How have you found this information? It sounds quite revelationary.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge that black people are more likely to be killed by police than anyone else.
Well, of course, they interact with police a lot more. So,
yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
I heard this earlier today when I was listening, talking to Devin. So, are we going to go down the poverty, dogs, crops, fire? Which one are we going to go down?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Poverty,
it sounds like. Because you do like the poverty one. Like, if I'm skint, I'm going to go rip me some bitches.
How about that one of you falsely accusing me of attacking your children?
Falsely attacking? No, you brought my kids into it for some reason.
No, you said I made disgusting comments about your children.
You said that? Yeah, of course you did. You said I was being negligent to them. Of course
that's not about the children. That's about you.
Of course it is.
No, it isn't.
Fucking idiot.
I don't blame the children for their actions of the father.
Okay, so what are my actions then, Josh?
Well, you just abandoned your kids for a week to go spend time with the guy you met online in another state.
Okay, you realize my wife's in this chat as well, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we both are here and we both know the full story as to what happened there. So
yeah,
you said I
agreed that I never
my...
attacked.
So okay, so
hey, Josh.
Wait, okay,
Josh.
so now it's 2-on-1. You mind if I bring
wait.
Yuzulu into this?
I don't
He's
give
willing to
two
come in.
shit.
How do you feel about
Listen,
that?
Okay, just 1 second.
Okay, can I send him the link then? Because now it's 2-on-1.
No, my wife
I never agreed to this.
Well, my wife just wanted to say something about the kids.
Well, I don't care. Can Yuzulu come in
You
here?
brought my kids up again.
No, you have your... It's
Answer
2-on-1
the
right
question,
now. Can
Josh.
I bring it in?
I
never agreed to a 2-on-1
Well, my wife
You
just wants
answer
to
my
say something
question.
about
Can
the
Yuzulu
kids.
come in or not?
Josh, you want me to boot
Or you
you out
can
of the
kick your
chat?
wife in.
Josh,
Yes or no?
take a breath.
You can come in?
Take a breath.
Can I send him the link?
Take a breath and answer the question.
Can I send him the link?
No, you cannot. Right now.
Oh, okay, so you... Oh,
Right
wow.
now.
That's pretty good. Okay, so now you need it 2-on-1.
Okay, Josh, don't derail the conversation. Okay.
Well, no, because you changed the conversation.
Excuse me, sir.
Conversation is
Excuse
2-on-1
me.
now.
Don't derail the conversation. No, the conversation you
No,
brought
you've
my kids
derailed
up
the
again.
conversation.
Okay, you brought my kids up again. Okay, you did, didn't you? And everybody can hear it. Everybody knew that you just brought my kids up again, and you said that I abandoned my kids for a week. My wife would like to respond to what you just said. Is that okay?
Okay.
Of course it is. Go ahead, Rebecca.
First off, it's kind of a time issue here. No, he wasn't gone a week. He was gone for 3 fucking days. And besides that, I mean, he's a very hands-on father. So where you and your little pea brain think, oh, I'm going to make this shit up, somebody's going to hear it and they're going to believe me.
I'm not making this shit up. It's exactly what you said.
Let finish.
Well,
no, he's coming back. He's coming back.
If you are making a polite conversation, but if you're just going to sit there and insult me, I'm not going to sit here and take it. So you can either be respectful and we'll have a real conversation, or I'm not going to sit here and take it. So you can rephrase your wording there, please.
Refrain or reframe?
Rephrase.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Look, nobody insulted anybody.
You just call me people.
Well, that wasn't an insult. I gave you a little more credit in the flake of salt. Because at no point do you ever shut up and listen to anybody else. You're too busy jabbering on. You know what?
Yeah, that's me.
That's kind of like talking to a 6-year-old. And believe me, I've got a lot of experience with that. So talking to you is exactly the same.
All right. I don't care what you think.
I didn't figure you did. Too stupid to.
Too stupid to? Like, what is this? Are you just going to sit there and insult me again? Like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you insult me. So again, is this gonna be 2-on-1? Will you insult me?
Okay, so top tip,
What
Josh.
is this?
Top tip, Josh.
Can you usually come in?
Top
No,
tip.
this is getting to be
Top
bullshit. If you're
tip.
just gonna sit there and insult me, you're gonna
Top tip,
ask me to sit here and be polite while you insult
Sit
me.
your face, calm your body. Don't bring the fucking kids up. How's that sound?
Well, no, I want to bring up the fact that you accused me of attacking your children, which I did not.
Nobody said you attacked them. At no point, and I asked you this on fucking Twitter, Josh, nobody said you attacked them, but you brought them up in a discussion that didn't need to be.
Here, I'll read you the exact tweet, because yes, he did accuse me of attacking his children, and may God be with me, or something was that? May God have mercy on my soul.
Mercy on your soul, pal.
Yeah.
How much of the memory on your phone do you use up by screenshotting?
Well, I have to keep evidence. Why wouldn't you? Because then I'll ask for, like, timestamps.
Because I don't back myself into a corner, Josh. I don't back myself into a corner and think, oh, fuck, what lie have I said?
Yeah, what are you talking? Yeah, exactly. That's why you need evidence, so people can't accuse you of doing that. Like, what is your fascination with me taking evidence? Like, that's what skeptics are supposed to do, is acquire evidence to prove your point. You're asking me why I keep on acquiring evidence so I can prove my point.
No, it's just so you make sure you try to get yourself out of a lie, or try to not get caught.
No, I'm catching you in a lie, like the minivan comment.
How?
Oh, shut up, Josh, you fucking idiot.
Seriously? A minivan, Josh?
No, well, it wasn't about the minivan, it was about your husband claiming to own a $110,000 car.
He never said he owned it.
I just sent you a picture.
Oh, yeah, he never said he owned it, he just heavily...
He took a picture of a friend of his car.
And
that's what he did.
Yeah, you said minivan, and I sent you a picture of a Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
So what?
Now, hold on.
You're implying that you own that car.
I sent it without comment, didn't I?
Yeah, the comment was a minivan, which was referring to me accusing you of having a minivan, and then you sent a Nissan GTR implying that you own that Nissan GTR.
Get back to the fucking point.
He never claimed to own it.
Yes.
Anyway,
never. No.
Yes, that is definitely claiming to own something.
That's you making an ass out of yourself for assuming something.
Okay, no, here, I'll show you the perfect analogy. There is a website called Weld Porn.
Somebody's
where
a dog.
Really talented welders make amazing pieces of art out of welding. Now, if I took one of these pieces of art and I sent that to you, when you called me a shit welder and I captioned it shit welder, am I not claiming to have done that weld?
No.
So, you're calling me a shit welder. Well, look at somebody else's weld. How's that relevant? No. I'm claiming, if I sent you a picture of a weld, after you accuse me of being a shit welder, I'm claiming that weld.
Your analogy is horrible.
Because you can't understand it. Again,
no,
now this
believe
is 2-on-1.
me, I can understand it.
Thanks to the welding analogy, we would never understand it. Anyway, have you said enough? What you said? Have you said what you want to say about the kids? Look.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll drop out.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So it's back to me and you, pal. So can we start with the ridiculous shit, please? Cars and who drives them? Who cares?
Well, no, because your entire arguments in our first conversation.
No, I want to get down to
okay, can I just point something out to you? Your entire argument was that you are more experienced and older, therefore you're right. That was your entire argument in our first conversation, and you've proven that you may be a lot older than me, you're probably almost twice as old as me, but you're definitely not more experienced. And you have nothing to show for your age.
So, okay.
What's that?
Go ahead. Well, you just made a claim then, so back that up with evidence then. I have nothing to show for my age. So what?
Well, show me something for your age. You got Oakley sunglasses. Good for you. That's about it. I'm looking at the interior of your SUV, and it seems pretty basic. So for you to make a claim that you own a $110,000 car is pretty facetious.
I'm glad you're saying all these words live on air. And I don't have to comment at all. And just leave what you just said there. Can we have some dead air after what you just said?
No.
Oh, God. We need it.
Yeah, so you don't think that's relevant to claim that you own something that you don't? That you have to lie and misrepresent what you are? So why does somebody who works a good job and has a good career need to lie about what they drive?
Okay, so when I tweeted at you and said, look at this car that I own, Josh, or did I just post you a picture of a car?
And captioned it in reference to me accusing you of having a minivan.
No, did I just send you a picture of a car?
No, you captioned a car within a reference to an argument I made against you owning something.
Did I send you a picture of a car?
Yes.
With no comment?
You commented. You had a reference to my arguments.
What I said, minivan.
Yes.
Right.
So that's
that was
implying
it, right?
I say you have a minivan. Well, here's a Nissan GTR. Here's my neighbor's Nissan GTR. How does that make any sense?
Okay, so if I sent you a picture of a dinosaur, would you have thought I owned a dinosaur too?
Well, no, I'd assume that you're retarded if you did that.
Okay, so we've reached the baseline anyway of what you find retarded. Because I'm digging pretty low here, pal. So you're going to find those stats for me. You keep putting your hands behind your neck, and I presume you're not working the keyboard with your massive dick. Huh?
I assume the chat was up to it.
I've been sent
I
some
guess
links
if they gave up on that,
I've been sent some links that do not correlate to what you said whatsoever. But I haven't read enough of them to start spouting absolute shit, unlike yourself. So, did you have another subject you want to talk to me about? As soon as you can't back the first one up.
Well, I don't know. The facts are the facts, and they'll arise when they get here. So, but do you think it's anywhere close to 99%? Do you honestly believe that cops are incapable of committing, are incapable of being at fault?
Do I think cops are incapable of being at fault? No, I do not think that. Of course they can be capable of fault. They're human beings.
Exactly. So why would you? 99% seems pretty fucking high to me. So I don't know. Just pretend. Okay, let's go to happy median. How about 70%? The actual truth is, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to 50%. So assuming.
So you started your gamble at 53, and you've gone up to 70 immediately.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, we're just gonna meet in the middle here. That's what I'm saying. Hypothetically, we're gonna talk about meeting in the middle. Hypothetically.
Okay.
We're talking about meeting in the middle.
Okay.
So, what would that imply? That 39% of the people that are killed are innocent. So
okay. So we need.
What does that mean?
So we need to know how many people were killed by cops in 1 year. How many is that?
How many black people, not just.
Oh yeah. Okay. How many black people were killed in America in 2014? 49,000. No, that's the amount of subscribers you need. Something else. Oh, Josh, I thought you'd done your homework, dude. I thought you wanted a nice chat. You lying to me.
Oh, I did want a nice chat, but I didn't realize it was gonna be 2 versus 1 for most of it.
Oh, fuck off.
So yeah, but again, how do you feel about that? Would you like to do a 2-on-1 with sides flipped? Like I went on with you, Devin, and Tyler, so why wouldn't you want to do me and Yuzlu versus you and your wife? Seems fair to me.
Talking about what?
Well, we're having a fun talk right now, aren't we? I'm having fun. Well, mainly it's the misconceptions that you spread about our argument. That was pretty much the main point I wanted to bring up.
Well, all I have to do...
constantly say that I'm making excuses for crimes, which
you are consistently making excuses for crime.
Citation needed.
Yeah, FBI.gov.
How's that?
Ding, checkmate.
How's that making excuses for crimes?
Oh, God. I can't believe how many hours we've spent on this, and yet you're still dragging it on.
Yes, please reiterate it. How I'm making excuses for crimes. Please fucking explain it to me one more time, please.
Well, A, you're a paternalistic racist. So let's start with that one.
No, I'm not.
You do not hold black people to the same standards.
Again, you have not proven that I made that argument to black people specifically. I made that argument to criminals, and I stated that applies to criminals.
Any race that isn't white.
Race is irrelevant. I'm talking about criminals. I could care less what color they are, what their skin pigment is.
We're always talking about criminals, Josh.
Yes, I'm talking about criminals.
Right, we're always talking about. I don't know why you have to reiterate that point. We're always talking about criminals when we're talking about FBI government statistics. We're not talking about the people that don't do anything. We're talking about the people that do things, do the bad things.
Yeah, okay, so now, you call me a paternal racist. What do you have to back that up? That's just a claim.
You do not hold black people to the same standard as white people.
No, I'm pointing to criminals.
Immediately, that's what you do. Yeah, let's talk. We're talking about criminals, you idiot.
Yes,
that's all we're ever talking about.
We're talking about criminals.
We're not talking about Fred. We're not talking about Lalo. Right? These are the functioning coloured people of society. We're talking about black criminals.
Okay.
Right. So
exactly. So what did I say?
Bring it back and say that we're just talking about criminals because, of course, we're just talking about criminals.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So how does this make me a
point.
paternal racist? What do you have that would say that I'm a paternal racist? What did I say? I made
so
an
when you-
analogy to criminals, which you then inferred that I'm making it to black people specifically, which I did not, and you have nothing to prove that I did.
Okay, so well, that was the conversation that you had with Devon, of course.
Which you said you watched multiple times.
And we reiterated the point when I talked to you again.
Okay,
And
so
you
what's
bring
your
up
next
analogies? You bring up,
accusation?
dude, you're backpedaling again. You keep
No, again,
making
well, you said you don't
Shut
have any
up.
evidence.
You keep making up analogies between black people and dogs. Like
No,
black
because
people,
we're talking about
somehow,
criminals.
like black people are okay. So you believe that black people are disadvantaged in this country, in America, right?
That's a fact. Yes, they're over twice impoverished.
Generally, black people are disadvantaged in every aspect of life.
No.
So what aspects are they not disadvantaged with?
Physical. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at stats. They have over twice the poverty level as Caucasians.
Okay, so
At
that gives
21%. I brought this up before.
Okay, so boo-hoo. So what?
So
that
yeah,
gives
21% of the population is under the poverty line.
And therefore what?
That's a vicious cycle and a breeding ground for crime.
Is it? So what do they do
Yes.
about it? Stop doing it. Fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, Josh. You just don't get it, do you? Just stop doing that.
Yeah,
then.
so
Stop doing crime. Fuck. I mean, what don't you get? What don't you get?
that it's not just that simple. There is more.
Oh, you can't just tell them to stop doing it.
Making a decision.
Stop doing that, you fucking idiot. Stop setting that house on fire. Well, he's got reasons why, you know what I mean? He's cold, you know. Yeah, but he's setting a house on fire that people live in. Yeah, but he's cold.
Is that
If you
really
feel the
somebody setting a house on
temperature
fire
outside,
because he's cold?
That's the
That's
analogy
a
that
fair
you're
analogy.
using. That is the analogy that you're using.
No, I'm not using that
Yes,
analogy
you
in
are.
any way. How?
Keep making excuses for the black community in America. And you know what? They don't want you to make excuses for them.
It's
The
not.
longer
No,
you
my
keep doing it,
my
the longer you
excuses
keep
are not
doing it,
specifically
Josh,
for the black
the
community.
longer
I've said this multiple
you-
times. This is an excuse for crime. Oh, it's not even an excuse. It is
Okay, well,
why
it is an
crime
excuse.
happens.
Yes, you are
No,
making
it's not an
excuses,
excuse.
Josh. Yes, you keep
Not an
making
excuse. The cause of it.
You keep making excuses. Why won't you debate
Do
Luke?
you understand what?
Okay,
Do you know what
okay.
the healthcare system is?
All right, do we have Luke in the chat?
Have you been to the hospital recently?
Do we have Luke in the chat? I'd love debate Luke about black crime. Debate who forgot in the chat?
Oh,
Who's
so
black and
you need
wants
to
to
do
talk to you about
3-on-1
black
now?
crime. No, I'll get out of it, dude. You can talk to him yourself.
Well, no. You can bring in Yuzlo and we can talk 2-on-1, like I did with you
Let's
and
get a
Devin
black guy
and
in
Tyler
first.
Preston.
Let's get a black guy in. Because they know about black crime, especially a black United States citizen would know about black crime in the US, right? Way more than I do. Because I'm not black and I'm not a US citizen. And neither are you. So let's get somebody in who does know about it. That would be a good idea, don't you think?
Okay, well, so no, I'm not going to sit here and talk to Luke. You can
I don't
either
think
bring
Luke's
in
in the chat. I don't think
Yuzlo,
Luke's in the
or
chat.
I'm not going to stay here for that.
Devin says he's black.
What?
Devin's in the chat.
Okay, of course he's in the chat.
Racially
His ears were
appropriate.
burning.
Of course, everybody talks about Devin. He's the most interesting subject on the internet. Did you not know that?
That's funny.
Well, you think he is. So does Vindicator. And so does Oozaloo.
No, he's just an embarrassment to the skeptic
He is,
community.
isn't he? He's a right cunt. I've seen him. Have you seen him with his sunglasses on inside? He's a right cunt, isn't he? Oh, you're talking about Devin. Sorry. No, Devin's cool. Devin's all right.
No, I disagree.
No, he's not.
He's
Oh,
been fabricating statistics all along.
Has he?
Yeah, I've shown you that
Well, look.
multiple
if
times,
we're
and
gonna- okay,
his defense to
look,
that was to deny that he said that. The fabrication that he switches per capita and non-per capita
Okay,
to
you know what I was-
give the impression that white people are more impoverished and black people commit more crime.
Listen. So, you know when I was talking to Vindicator, and he continuously wanted to talk about Devin, but Devin wasn't there. So
Okay.
I mean, you know, I don't talk for the guy. I'm not going to start saying what he says and that, you know, I'm him. 'Cause, I mean, I have a bald head and everything, but I'm not him.
Okay.
But people continuously say that I speak for him when he's
Because
not
you
around.
do.
But when he's not around, and I don't do that. I mean, I could, but it would be somewhat disingenuous. I know what he thinks, but you know, it wouldn't be fair. of me
Exactly.
to
There you go.
talk on
You
his
know what he
behalf.
thinks. Therefore, like you can be an authority on what he says in his absence.
And authority on what he says. Well, everything that he says is clear as day, isn't it? Because he does videos on it, and he does hangouts, and he talks to people about it.
Yeah.
It's not a secret, is it? What he thinks, and it's not a secret that you've been completely intellectually demolished 3 times, and yet you still keep bringing it up.
Oh man, you cannot claim victory on that last one. Your entire argument was rejecting my statistics, and you never backed up.
So I'll remain neutral on it, and I'll do a Twitter poll, and people can make their own mind up.
Oh yeah, because you're neutral following. Yes, you're entirely neutral following.
Well, I've got 1,000 people following on me, dude. So.
Oh, they're all neutral, right? They're all neutral. No one's ever heard of AIU or any of this drama, right? They're not just cult following.
Well, they will have heard of you. I mean, people have heard of you. Like, they know who you are. They've known who you are since, what, August or whatever?
Yeah, you've been telling them my arguments since August, was that? You've been making up my arguments for me since August.
So, that first chat that you had with Devon, one of the things that you did say is that you just wanted attention. Right? You did say that.
Yeah, and AIU has also conceded.
How's that going?
It's fine.
Doesn't seem to have moved much, pal. I've got to be honest.
I haven't tried very hard. I've been working.
We've done 2 full videos, right?
What?
You've done 2 sort of videos that you've made. You did that Kool-Aid one. That doesn't seem to have been received very well. Got to be honest, pal.
It's humor, okay?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. And it looks like we talked before in the last chat that you look like you had some fun doing it.
Yeah.
So that's good. So as long as you're having fun. But I'm saying
this is a hobby, like I stated.
Of course it is. You have a job, like I do.
So what do you do?
Although you did say that I was on welfare, right?
What do you do?
I'm a manager at a Fortune 500 company. Like I said last night in a hangout.
You're manager of a Fortune 500 company.
I'm a manager at a Fortune 500 company.
So why are you just driving a Ford Explorer?
What does that say to you, Josh, when I say I'm a manager at a Fortune 500 company? What does that say to you?
I'd expect a $100,000 a year salary.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum.
Mm-hmm. Right. And what?
And I don't see that. Because I assume if you or Devin had anything to show for what you do, you'd be flaunting it.
Why?
Because that's what you do.
No, because real men don't do that, pal. Real men who have actual money, they don't flaunt it. They've got no reason to. Only idiots do that. People who don't have money. People who don't have money and then they suddenly come into money flaunt it. But people who have money are used to having money. And they don't see it as a reason to... It's not like a dick-waving contest. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it is to you.
Yeah.
Which completely exhibits that you've never really had that much money. Ever.
Yeah, because I've worked for everything I have.
So have I.
And what do you have to show for it?
Plenty, pal.
What?
But it's not a dick measuring contest. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. That's so pathetic. Is that all you've got?
What else? Well, again, like you...
We're talking about, you know...
Go back to you misrepresenting my argument. Like you said, I'm making a paternal claim, or that I'm a paternal racist, but you haven't demonstrated how I'm a paternal racist.
You don't hold black people to the same standards as white
Based
people.
on what? Give me the quote. Show me the
tweet.
tweet.
You think black people are in poverty, generally speaking.
They are. 21% of the population is below
the
poverty line.
Then so what? Even if they are, then get out of poverty, get a fucking job, don't commit crime. Black people will tell you the same
thing. Just leave everyone behind and go get a job.
People,
your family behind. Like, it's not that easy.
Okay, the people that want other black people to be held up to the light and reach high standards don't talk like you.
Okay, how about another subject? How about the flagging?
Yeah, off that one, pal, real quick. You're getting flamed.
Well, no, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Somebody actually messaged me, but yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. Go ahead, next subject.
Yeah, the flagging.
Flagging. True flagging, you mean?
Yeah, like the true flagging that Devin just got. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's YouTube's terms of service, isn't it? What?
What's that?
YouTube's terms of service. They're bullshit.
How are they bullshit? They're community guidelines. That's their website, and that's the guidelines that they set out for it.
Yeah,
so if you
that's
don't
true.
like it,
and I think they're bullshit. So what else? You don't think they are, and I think they are. You don't think they are, and I think they are. So where does that leave us, Josh?
That they are.
Yeah, so you're glad. This is the point. This is the reason why you bring it up, by the way. Because you don't say that. You're just a slimy little shit. I'll say why you're bringing that up. Because you're glad that Devon got a strike.
Yeah, of course I'm glad, because he's an asshole.
And you also would love it if Devon's IP was banned off the internet, so he could never get online again. Is that correct?
What? Off the internet? No. You get paid from YouTube, not the internet.
Right, so you want him off YouTube. You don't want him on YouTube. You want to silence him.
Well, obviously he can't play by the YouTube community service guidelines,
okay,
so yes,
let me
he
just
should be on.
reiterate that point, that Joshua John Banco wants Devon Tracy's IP banned off YouTube.
Well, should he be allowed to continuously break community guidelines?
That is true, right?
No, I think somebody who is a repeat offender shouldn't be on it.
No, that is true. You've said that.
Fine, yeah. He shouldn't be on there.
So there you go. That is
censorship.
That is regression.
You know what? Actually, Anthony, could I just get one thing in here? Yeah, I would love it if Devon just overnight had an epiphany and stopped being such an asshole, and he actually started being nice to people, and he just didn't fucking break every rule in the book, and he grew his channel, and he was a leader for the fucking skeptic community. I would fucking love that. I would love if Devon got his shit together and just was a leader and tried rational thinking instead of just fucking ad homs.
So why don't you just bow down to him then? Bow down and say that you love him, lick his feet, and then he might consider it.
Oh, that'd be funny as fuck.
It would, wouldn't it? We should do a video on that.
Yeah.
Because that is basically what you just said.
$2 million and I'll do that.
That is what you just said, though. I mean, on an analogy level, that is what you've just done. That is just.
Yeah,
what
I wish that he wasn't a piece of shit.
You love the guy, don't you?
I would love him if he wasn't a piece of shit.
No,
yeah, he's a smart guy. He is.
Right. So just admit that you love the guy and you wish.
No, he's a complete asshole.
No, well,
he's a complete and utter douchebag.
No, you're in a love-hate relationship with him. Just admit it.
He is a douchebag.
But you love him.
I don't watch his shit anymore, whatsoever.
Oh, I bet you do.
Just commenting on his bullshit.
Come on, you do. You do. You watch his stuff.
No, I honestly don't.
Yes, you do. You lying little fuck.
I would smash my head in if I had to see that.
You do. You know why you watch it? Because he's funny. And he's entertaining and you like
Actually, no, he's repugnant.
Oh, bullshit.
But he just drones on and on and on and then just lists off his buzzwords. White guilt, regressive, pussy, fucking beta male. He's a bitch.
I know, but you love him. But you love him.
No, I think that he could do he has a lot of potential.
Oh, Josh, come on, dude. Lighten up.
That's what I'm saying. He has potential to do good, but he chooses to be a douchebag.
He's doing potential. He's doing it like you do as a hobby. But he
no,
does it a lot better.
I really doubt you're putting out, no, that is not a hobby. That is not a hobby. I do not buy that for a second.
Let me tell you, pal, it is a hobby.
Can you prove that? What, enlighten me. How is this a hobby? What does he do for his, he's got a web design company that doesn't have anything in its portfolio because people have checked that out. And everything that he lists there isn't done by himself. It's by other people in his partnership or whatever it is.
Right. So DevonTracy.com is a complete sham, basically. Is that what you're saying? Everybody look at DevonTracy.com. Go to DevonTracy.com. And you'll see how much of a sham the guy is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, another bullshit claim. So, I mean, nothing to back it up, Josh. You just throw things out there.
Well, so are you. You make up... Well, no.
No, if anybody looks at DevonTracy.com, like you just said, and looks at Devon's portfolio of what he's actually done in his life, because you brought that up again, they'll be able to see. And that's just one thing he's done. He does other things as well, other than YouTube that I know about, that, I know about, nobody else does.
Wait, DevonTracy.com, are you talking about that black guy? That rapper?
DevonTracy.com.
Oh, C-E-Y. Well, one showed up first.
For hours, dude, and you don't even know how to spell his last fucking name. Christ.
It showed up first on the results.
Dude, I can spell your name in my sleep.
Good for you. Do you want me to get into math questions?
No,
you don't, so shut the fuck up.
Dude, stop talking shit. If you just keep spouting off irrelevant, baseless claims. Like, what car do you drive? I mean, I thought you had better stuff than this. I was expecting something concrete. I really was. You brought up that one claim.
Well, no, it is relevant. Because you haven't backed up anything. You claim to be a manager of a Fortune 500 company, but there's no fucking way.
Okay, so you bring up that one claim at the beginning. You got nothing to back it up. So I mean,
Okay.
who's quoting you here? Is it Oozaloo?
Wait, no, wait. What did I not back up?
Okay. So what information do you have? New information?
Okay, we're on to what? Sorry,
That
repeat that.
54 was it 53 or 54% of people killed by police, black people killed by police in America is unjustified.
Yes.
I remember the claim, right? So I'm awaiting information on that one still.
Yeah, apparently it's really hard to find because no one can do it.
You're right, and you can't find it either. Stupid.
Oh well, yeah. I was using the Guardian as a source. They claimed to have FBI statistics.
Yeah, and I assume and that was immediately. You didn't even back up your You didn't even back up your citation. When I said the Guardian's a load of shit, you just crumbled immediately.
Okay.
How much information are you taking in at one point here?
Okay, so on what basis is the Guardian a shit source?
Anybody will tell you that. Anybody will tell you. Well, if you're a aggressive left, then the Guardian is a fantastic newspaper.
Huh. Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Is it? Well, back up what you're saying, Josh. I'm not making claims here. You are.
Yes, and no, actually, you did make a claim. You made actually no. The original claim was that 99% of black people.
Vehicle I drove, and I didn't even do that. I just posted a picture of a car.
No, actually, the original claim is that 99% of black people that are killed by cops are justified. That was the original claim, not just me.
Okay, and you've yet to dispute it.
Well, I found other sources that are indicating that it's much lower than 99%. Which is pretty obvious that it's much lower than 99%. Would you agree?
I've got no idea, Josh. Tell me some facts.
No idea. You're completely impartial. So they're either perfect or they're not. There's no fucking line in between that.
Between what, Josh?
Cops being aggressively killing black men or not.
So is that what cops do? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because it's
cops
systematic racism against black people.
You just said cops aggressively kill black men. As a fucking
Yes,
general statement. You are a fucking clueless twat.
How's that? That's not a general statement. When they kill black people, twice as likely as they are to kill white people.
Because they interact with the cops more. Because black crime in the US is fucking insane.
So that justifies
what point don't you get, Josh?
Killing twice as many of them and innocent
I'm surprised it's not 7 times more.
Often than not.
Well, it would be 7 times more, wouldn't it? Because black people commit crime at 7 times the rate of fucking whatever. You're a fucking idiot, man. Get your head out of your arse. What is your problem, man?
Okay, like I don't understand.
Take your hand
you're
off the back of your neck.
they
You
kill.
hold on to yourself, pal. Just
Say that
relax.
again?
Put your hands on your lap and relax.
I can't hear you.
Put your hand on your lap and relax.
I'm not gonna do what you tell me. So.
Okay, we'll keep it by your ear that you just did. So there we go. Okay. Yay. So anyway, I'm waiting on stats, man. I mean, fuck. You're just talking shit. Honestly, and seriously, right, Josh? If I was sent stats that said, yeah, this is FBI, this is absolutely true, I would say, Josh, you're right. Okay. But then where would that leave us?
Okay,
you're still saying that black people are being untreated. You're still saying, do what? What about a racist comment?
How is that a racist comment? Saying that like 100% of black people killed are justified? That is completely racist when it's not 100%. It's closer to 50.
So 100%, did he? He said 99%.
Oh, yeah, he actually recapped on 99.9. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, that is bullshit and racist.
Right, so let's take this to the logical conclusion, or the illogical conclusion when it comes to you. And let's say that Devon was wrong about that, and it's actually 80%. Right? So where does that leave us?
That he has a habit of talking out of his ass and presenting his opinion as fact.
Best case scenario for you, Josh, would be that Devon got one thing slightly incorrect.
No, actually,
which is kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel, right?
It's going to be he fabricates statistics to suit his agenda.
No.
Yes.
No, Joshua, we're talking about this one instance, aren't we? Because that's the thing you're bringing up.
No, I have that other instance where he misconstrues it with per capita and non-per capita, like I just explained to you.
No, you didn't mention capita, per capita, whatever. You didn't say anything like that, Josh. You just brought that up just now.
I showed you how you can present stats in different ways to mean completely opposite things. Like when I say white people are more impoverished and black people commit more crime. Or I can say black people are more impoverished and white people commit more crime. Guess what? Both statements are true. And they're both completely opposite, but guess which side Devin Trace likes to take?
Gosh, calm down. My goodness, man.
That's how I talk. I'm passionate.
You babble? You always babble.
You call that babbling. Do you want me to repeat slowly? Or did you seriously not get that?
I honestly, when you start talking like that, I'm like, you're just jabbering like a God knows what.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can say
ultimately,
white people commit more crimes and black people are more impoverished. Or I can say black people commit more crimes and white people are more impoverished.
Okay, cool.
I can make those both statements. They're both true and they're both bullshit.
So where does that
Guess
leave
which
us?
one Devin Tracy sides with.
So what? I'm not talking about Devin. Me and you talking, right?
Okay.
No, he's not. So where does that leave us?
That he's fabricating statistics.
No. We're talking about black crime in the U.S. right now. So where does that leave us?
What do you mean? Where does that leave us? I'm pointing out the outlook that he has.
Word things in a different way. All these videos are there. All these videos are up. I don't need to say anything about Devin Tracy because all these videos have said everything that he wants to say about this matter. And yet you keep droning on about it like he's wrong or he said racist shit and all this kind of crap. And you're standing on your own right now. You realise that. You and the little guys that you've got behind you. You're the only people that are thinking this right now. When I said to you on that last chat that the amazing atheist doesn't think Devin Tracy is a racist anymore.
No, actually he said that he shouldn't have said that.
No, he said that he said things that he found racially insensitive is what he said. Right. It didn't say that he said racist stuff because that would make him a racist. He doesn't say that either, does he? So how do you feel about that, Josh?
Well, he's not an authority, so I can form my own opinion.
Right, so you still think Devin Tracy is a racist?
Well, if he addresses... Well, still, if he's going to sit there and say, 99.9%...
Answer the question. Do you still think Devin Tracy is a racist? Do you still think Devin Tracy is a racist?
I'm saying that he made this...
Do you still think he is a racist, Devin? Do you still think he's a racist?
Well, I'm still waiting on him to address that seriously. I'll reserve my opinion until he addresses that seriously. So if he'll acknowledge that that statement is bullshit, then I'll say that he's not racist. But if he's going to stand by it, then yes, he is a fucking racist.
So you may think that he's a racist.
Yes, depending if he will actually be serious and say, yes, I fucked up. I'll say that Devin Tracy is not racist. If he comes out and says that, I'll say that he's not racist. And we can actually, because I would like to fucking stop the drama. I really would.
Sure. Well, I've given Devin the chat, but I know what he's doing right now. I don't think he's able to join because he's not in a hotel or anything. So I know where he's at. So I don't think he's able to join. And I don't want to talk for him. I'm not going to talk for him because I have no need to because he's already said it for himself. You're just squirming and talking shit, dude.
How am I squirming and talking shit? That's your department.
How so?
Because you constantly lie.
Give me an example.
How about you called Tom homophobic?
I called Tom homophobic? Who's Tom?
Or Uzulu. You said he...
Oh, you just
like, remember how you just made up bullshit? Like, at the end of that?
Uzulu's name's Tom, everyone. Tom is Uzulu.
Yeah, that's common knowledge.
I don't know it. What's his last name?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know?
No, I never asked him. There's no need to.
Well, at least you know his first name, because nobody else did at this point. But his name is Tom, everyone.
It was common knowledge.
Can we call him Timmy?
Probably not. That'd be a douchebag.
Okay, call Uzulu Timmy, please, for the purposes of the chat.
Okay, can I call you Brett Keane for falsely accusing me of attacking your children?
I called Vindicator Brett. That was funny as well. Although I don't think he really got
so you're more like Brett Keane then.
I don't know who Brett Keane is. I've spoken to him once. He's a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He falsely accuses people of attacking his children.
So you think I'm a fucking idiot?
Yes.
Okay, give me an example, pal. Why am I
Well,
an idiot?
you brought your wife to a test. Isn't it something where a wife cannot make a statement against her husband, so her testimony is kind of invalid anyway?
You talking about Islam?
Isn't that a fact?
You talking about Islam?
No, I'm talking about you making up saying that I attacked your children, which I don't understand how a statement from your wife can be valid when it's proven that husbands and wives lie for their spouses. So why should that be credible right now when it wouldn't be in court?
Okay, so
I'm going to just throw out that testimony.
Okay, nobody was listening to you. So the one thing we'll learn from that, Josh, is when we're talking on social media like Twitter, is to not bring children into it. Okay, that's probably a good thing.
Devin attacks Jenks children all the time, so why don't you criticize him
what his name is? He just says what his name is. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, he brings him up. He brings him up.
Yeah, Jenks, because it's common knowledge what Jenk's name is, or Jenk's name is. Prometheus Maximus. Why would you not take the piss out of that?
Okay.
He's not posting pictures of his kid, is he?
So what?
Is
I'm
he
not posting pictures of your
his kids?
children, am I?
I would hope not.
Why would I even care? But again, I'd never attacked your
Okay, so
children.
why did you bring
I
Jen
commented
Yuga
on
into
you
it?
and your
Why did
unhealthy
you bring-
obsession with
Why
another
the
man.
fuck did you bring Cenk Uygur into it?
Because you're saying that I shouldn't bring up kids when AIU brings up Jenks kids.
What? Are you? So you're Cenk Uygur in this situation?
No, I'm saying you have a double standard. You're holding me to one standard, and AIU is breaking that same standard.
Joshua,
and you're turning a
Joshua,
blind eye to
okay.
it.
Let me just put it in perspective for you. You're a nobody, okay? An absolute nobody from Edmonton. You're a welder, okay? Who has a little YouTube channel just like I do, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're comparing what Devin
We're both
does.
nobodies.
You're comparing what you do to me to what Devin does to somebody who is a public figure. And all he does is say his name. He just goes Prometheus Maximus. He says his name. So how is
Okay,
that?
and I never even
He doesn't
addressed
say-
your
he
children. I
doesn't
never
say-
said their
okay,
name.
okay,
I've addressed
so
your unhealthy obsession with another man.
So point me to the tweet where Devin says, Cenk, you've got an unhealthy obsession with your YouTube channel. You should look after Prometheus Maximus more. Point me to that tweet there.
I never claimed that.
You said to me that I have an unhealthy obsession on Twitter and I obviously don't look after my kids enough.
Yeah,
Right.
that's pretty
Absolute
relevant.
fucking bullshit.
How's that bullshit? Do you know how much
You
you're on
pulled it
social
out of
media?
your ass, you stupid little dork.
How did I pull it out of my ass? You say, like your wife yourself pointed out that I'm on Twitter a lot because I tweeted like 18 times that day. When you like tripled my tweets, plus you probably left a
That wasn't
dozen
me, was
YouTube
it?
comments.
Sorry, did I say that?
Well, your wife's right here.
Did I say that?
You probably liked it.
Did I say that?
You probably retweeted
Did
it.
I say that?
You probably
Did
you
I
probably
say
retweeted it.
that?
You probably retweeted it. That's the same thing.
Oh,
That's probably the same thing.
Stop making shit up.
I'm not making shit up.
You're
I can check
making
that right
an
now.
absolute fucking idiot of yourself again. Can
Oh,
you
yeah?
stop doing this, man? I mean, like, do you only come in here just to make a fool of yourself? Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, I bring
Like
up
a
statistics,
circus
like university
clown.
statistics, and you guys reject them
Literally,
and then claim victory.
you're like the internet circus clown. Like, if you want to laugh, if you're feeling down, let's watch a Josh video when Anthony's talking to him or Devin's
Yeah,
talking
he'll bring
to
up
him.
university
You'll always bring a
statistics
smile
and
on your
we'll
face.
deny them.
Because it doesn't matter how bad you're feeling, you're never as bad as him.
I feel pretty good most of the time, actually.
Well, good. I mean, as long as you're not on the internet. Because whenever you are, it doesn't seem to go so well for you.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
I'll bring
it's
up
about-
university statistics, and you guys will deny them. How come you guys never address that anyway?
God. Does anybody else want in on this chat? Because he's boring the shit out of me right now. I've got 100 people watching, man, and I thought you would have
Again, like I said, like I brought up statistics that you guys refuse to address.
Dude, you brought the Guardian up as a fucking citation. I mean, come on. That's the best you had. That was all you had. And I knew who gave you that citation. I bet it was that Timmy cunt.
Actually, I looked it up myself.
Use better sources, you dork. Fuck. How long did you have? Did you spend like a day on this, or just like the last 10 minutes before you came online? Because if all you found was the
I've
Guardian-
accumulated some evidence over the past little while.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can't show any of it though, right now.
What?
Well, yeah. So if anybody wants in,
Oh,
please
can
help.
Tom come in? How about that?
Oh yeah, get him in. Why not?
Okay, sweet.
Let me get the
So,
bathroom.
'cause
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna-
go for. Yeah, get him in because he's. No, yeah. I apologize in advance, right? Because this guy is like. I'll withhold judgment and I'll read the chat as he's talking because I have my opinion on him and it begins with an S. So I'll let you guess what it is. Okay, give me 2 minutes. In fact, Rebecca, if you're still there, just keep calling him a cunt.
Mhm. What's up?
Hello there.
Oh, having a bit of fun with my good friend Anthony.
I saw. It's a good time. Man, like with the Guardian thing, you're right, but they do present those stats, but I'm willing to concede that they may be biased in their representation of certain things. They don't make it exceptionally clear where they're getting the stats from. I'm sure I could find it if I looked more. But
they reference the FBI.
I didn't see it. I did have a look.
Hello.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Is there going to be some southern accent bashing?
Oh, not really. I'm a Bradford boy, born and bred. I'll let the accent go. I've heard you before. It's fine. You can take your sunglasses off, though. We all know what you look like.
Well, I don't think my face without the sunglasses has been anywhere yet. But to clarify for all time, just in case you feel like bringing it up again, the sunglasses are here to maintain some degree of anonymity because people like you exist with respect.
Okay, so go ahead with your point.
You care constantly. I mean, you just brought it up. So that's it. That's clarified. What's 10 seconds to you for you never had to bring this up again?
Get to your point, Ooze.
Point? I was just decided on you asked me to have a debate yesterday with you. So what's your point?
What was the debate about?
I think it was about the topic we were talking about. But I mean, you invited me, so
I can remember what it was. It was black crime in the US.
That was the one you asked me to debate about, but then we had a long chat about anti-theism as well, and they're both interesting topics. So
that was this morning.
I don't mind. We can go with either.
So anyway, so why did Josh bring you in here?
Fun. I mean, this is a fun chat.
Was that it?
Yeah, this is just a friendly chat.
You're kidding me, dude. You're like the slimiest shit on the fucking Twitters, dude.
Well, no, like, will you acknowledge, like,
not
the
you, pal. No, not you, Josh. No, you're just
you still haven't made up my argument for me yet. Like, you're saying I'm a paternal racist, but yet you can't point to anything that I've actually said. You draw conclusions from statements that I've made, which there is nothing to draw. Like,
so
I have never said black people are X and X because they're more impoverished.
Right. So we were talking about black crime, right?
Yeah, we were talking about crime.
Black crime specifically.
Okay, black crime specifically. So what's the difference between black crime and white crime?
Because it was a subject that you wanted to talk about, and
That's
is not
the difference.
No, we can talk about white crime if you want, and we can compare the two.
No, what's the difference between black crime and white crime?
Black crime. Well, black crime in regards to what? Murder, rape, things like that. Is that what you're talking about?
Just in general, how is a black guy murdering somebody any different than a white guy murdering somebody?
We're not talking about numbers. We're just talking about concept here. So the fact that it's more, obviously, we acknowledge that, but that's not what it means. What conceptually is different?
Insanely higher. That was the whole reason why all this conversation even started in the first place.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone ever disagreed with you on that. I mean, the way that you use the stats, according to the source of your statistics, the way you use the stats was wrong. I think you should acknowledge that. Okay, when I say you, perhaps that's an error I need to apologize for. But when I say you, I was referring to you and
it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference because the stats were used correctly.
No,
black people
according to your source, they were used incorrectly.
Wait a second. Black people in America commit insanely higher levels of crime than white people.
Now that's just stating, hyperbolically, but that's just stating a fact.
Okay,
that's not actually an argument.
Let's speak specifically about A crime then. Murder is committed by black people in America at an insanely higher level. Do you disagree?
Okay, so my point is not about...
Do you disagree?
There is nuance. There is such a thing as nuance.
Word fucking salad, dude. Of course it's fucking true. 7 times higher. How could you even not say, yes, that's true?
Dude, I'm not even disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to explain.
You wouldn't answer the question. Answer the question.
Oh, so...
Yes, the answer is yes. I'll answer it for you. The answer is yes.
Well, to which question?
Okay, let's rewind the tape.
Yeah, let's rewind to the point where
murder in America, black people... Josh, shut up. Black people in America commit murder at an insanely higher level than white people do.
That was my only problem. That was my only problem with what you said. I agreed with you. The only problem
you didn't agree with me. You didn't agree with me.
I did actually. Hold on just a second. Just before you got to murder.
Okay, now
when you were talking about
Anthony, shut up for 10
crime,
goddamn
I did agree
seconds.
with you.
Shut up, Josh.
I
Yes,
did
go ahead.
agree with you about general crime, and I think we
You
always
didn't
have.
agree with me.
The
You
stats
wouldn't answer the question.
Are you
Because
gonna
I
let
said
him
no.
talk at all? Holy shit! Like, God
Okay.
damn it! Shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
let's start.
Nobody shut
did-
that, Josh.
Zip, zip.
I
Okay,
did
everybody.
agree with you about
everybody,
the general
quiet.
crime stats.
Just, Tim, be quiet.
I
Black
did agree with you
people-
about the general crime stats.
Okay, shush. So let's just rewind.
No,
So
okay.
we-
Everyone can see.
Josh,
Everyone can
shut
look
up.
back at this and see
Josh,
you talking
I'll
over
mute
Tom
you,
constantly.
you
Like you're
boy.
doing it right now. Is this just your strategy? Oh, now it's 2 on.
Okay,
You
so
call me
listen.
right?
So listen. Black people. So listen. Black people in America commit murder at an insanely higher level than white people.
The problem
correct?
is the hyperbolic
Is that correct? Is that correct?
representation.
No, that's just a simple
Be
fact.
specific.
That is a simple fact.
Be
Answer the
specific.
question. Answer the question.
Your question
Black
is
people,
broad. Be specific.
Black people in America commit murder at an insanely higher level than white people do.
I have an
Correct.
answer.
Higher level. Be specific.
Is that correct?
Not the
Is that
hyperbole.
correct? Okay, 7 times more. How's that?
I don't know the exact stats, but
It's
that's
7. I'm telling you,
probably
it's 7
correct.
times more. It's 7 times more.
You're telling me so that's good
Okay,
enough. I
so
mean,
we have
I'm
a
not saying you're wrong.
40%.
We don't disagree
Okay.
on this.
You didn't agree to me.
I was going to agree with you, but you interrupted me clarifying my
you
agreement.
didn't. You wouldn't answer the question. Well, there's
You
well,
gave
maybe,
me
and
1
there's
second of time
nuance,
to
and
answer the
da, da, da,
question.
da.
I was clarifying my answer. My answer was not a simple yes or no. There's more to it than that.
But the
It's a
reason that
complex
it's either
list.
yes or no. Do they commit crime at an insanely higher level than white people? Yes or
Yes,
no?
you can.
Yes,
you
they
can
do.
phrase
Right,
it as a
thank
yes
you.
or no question, but there is
Well,
nuance
how
to
come
the
it's a yes or
topic.
no question? It's a simple question that I'm asking you.
Yes, you can phrase it as a yes or no question, but there is
Well, I
nuance to the
did, and
topic.
you said yes, they do. So where do we go from there? Yes,
Yeah,
they do that.
the stats on the FBI site show it, but to
It
get
doesn't
back
make
to
any
the
difference.
point,
Look at any site you want to look at. They do that.
I'm not saying the stats are wrong. The stats are correct.
Okay, so where do we go from there?
However, the problem is that I raised and that Josh has raised before and has always been ignored. The FBI themselves say that you are using the stats wrong.
How so?
This was presented to you. Josh presented this to you on the last hangout he did with you guys, with you and Devon, and he explained the disclaimer that the FBI have about the stats. They said specifically that the way you're using them, the way you guys are currently using them, but not you specifically, was incorrect. We can probably get you a quote. I'm sure Josh has a link. I could probably find it if I went back through it.
Yeah, I
Do you
can
not
find it
remember
for
it?
you.
Do you not remember it, Anthony? Is it necessary for us to go find it?
Find what, sorry?
The disclaimer, the FBI disclaimer, saying that you can't build a ranking system off of it and that it is irrelevant to do so.
Okay, so we look at, say, the New York stats then.
What?
Oh,
Man, the problem is not the statistics. The problem is the way you're using them. It
Okay,
always
so
has
what's your
been.
point then? Okay, so let's just take everything you're saying as true. What does that leave us with?
Why do you keep asking that? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? You're using the stats wrong. Even the source of your stats says so.
So you're saying that what? We're using the stats in a racist way?
I'm not saying that. I
So
think
what
it
are you
comes
saying? Get
that
to
you're
the
using it
point.
incorrectly. My
Okay, so-
contention here doesn't need to go as far as accusations of racism, although, you know, we could get into the psychology, but
Well,
my
Josh has
contention
called
is
Devon a
simply that
racist.
you're using stats wrong.
Okay, well, how would we use them correctly then? Oh, smart man.
Looking at the factors that he recommends.
Yeah, there's
you have to look at-
So what would that leave us with?
It would
How
leave
to
you
solve
with
the problem.
You're not making a
Exactly.
point.
Causes.
You don't even have a point.
Well, to be fair,
You don't
you're
have a point, do you?
interrupting.
You don't
No,
have a
the point
Yeah.
is you shouldn't be saying, oh, condemn black people for committing crime. That's not the point that you should be saying. You should be saying, why is there problems, which would be the prison system,
No, it
the
isn't.
prison system,
No,
the
that's
shitty
not the point
education
of this
system, the
entire
shitty
conversation.
healthcare system.
Are you
Can
a
I please make a
fucking
point?
idiot, Josh?
Anthony, can I please make a point?
Well, please.
Okay,
for
can I
once,
make this
please
point?
do that. Go ahead.
You need to look at the broken education system, the broken healthcare system, the privatized prison system. Like, who the fuck uses this? Like, okay, you need to look at your crime basis. Can I just speak here? Okay, America has, let's see here, 4,500 prisons. The second highest is Russia with 1,200 prisons. So by saying we should just condemn criminals, where has that gotten you? You have the highest crime rate in the world. You have the most jails in the world.
So you're saying don't
where has
condemn
your really
criminals?
gotten you?
Are
need
you
to
saying
look at other
don't-
countries.
No, you
Whoa.
fucking liar. No one is saying don't condemn criminals.
You just said that.
liar. You are a liar,
Not to
Anthony.
just condemn criminals.
Everybody condemns criminals.
Condemn
What's-
You know,
criminals.
I think
You're
it's really
talking about
amazing out of
criminality.
all of y'all.
You said your
Hey, whoa,
solution
whoa,
to
whoa,
crime
whoa.
is to say,
Shush,
hey,
shush.
stop lighting that house on fire. That was your solution.
Josh,
Just tell them to
Josh,
stop.
Josh, I love the fact that every stinking ass one of you fuckers is talking about U.S. crime stats, and not a fucking one of y'all are from here.
The only matter
It's
is
amazing. Hey,
to
zip
be
your chat.
in the US.
Zip it. So
You don't need to be in the US
oh
to
my
read
God.
US stats.
Let's speak.
Oh, and yeah, getting your shit from the Guardian.
I'm not sourcing the Guardian.
I didn't say you were, did I?
Josh
Well,
is.
no, but you were saying you to both. Actually, you replied to me specifically. So what's your reply to my statement if that was to Josh? Funny that.
What'd you say again? Because I quit listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I find
Anyway,
that-
it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing, though. Because, let me see.
What's amazing? Tell me
The
what's
only
amazing.
one person that actually lives in the U.S. I'm from
Why
here.
does it matter if the stats are public?
Yeah, but
But
what's
you
your
said
point,
you-
man?
what?
I don't understand what your point is. So let's, like I said, take it to a logical conclusion. So, black people kill more. Police kill more black people than white people. Of course they do, because black
Because
people
they
get
interact with them more than white people.
That's actually a separate issue than I was talking about.
Well, you have made no point, dude.
I have.
Okay,
You're using
make a
stats
point.
to
Okay,
integrate.
make a point. Make a point. Seriously, everybody, mute the mic. You make a point, and I'll come back to you.
You're using stats incorrectly. This is not
How
the first
so?
time this has been said.
Okay,
The
so how are
FBI
stats being used incorrectly?
Well, if you
Stats
read
are-
your stats, you'd understand.
Wait a minute. Whoa, shush.
You're using stats to
Okay, let's go.
logically extrapolatable from the stats. The source of the statistics says you are doing it wrong. The source.
So are you
So
saying?
who do you trust?
So are you saying that black people don't commit more crime in the United States?
You are such a fucking liar. You are
Well,
such
what are
a
you saying?
fucking
What are you
liar.
fucking saying, dude? What
I'm
point are
saying
you trying to
you are
make?
using statistics wrongly, not that your statistics are wrong. How is that so
Okay,
difficult
so let's
to
even
figure
say
out?
that that's true. So what?
So what do you mean so
The result
wrong?
is
Your
the same.
conclusion,
The
your
result
conclusion
is
is
the
going
same.
to be wrong.
Oh, so the conclusion is wrong that black people don't commit more crime in the US
You're
than
such
white
a
people.
fucking liar. You keep conflating the two.
Make a point. You're not saying anything. You're saying that
You
we're
want me
using
to make it
statistics wrong.
again? You're
Alright,
so
okay,
fucking
shush.
stupid.
Okay, shush.
You want me to make the point
I use-
again for you?
Shut the
How
fuck-
fucking hard can this possibly be?
You want me to fucking mute you, dude? Shut the fuck up. Right, you're saying that
Censorship.
I use stats wrong. Excuse me?
So you were whining about censorship earlier with Rue, and now you're threatening to mute me. You threatened Josh just now.
Okay, I'm saying
You
like
already muted me.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you're not muted, you dick. Everybody can hear what you're
He
saying.
was muted
All right,
for,
shush.
for a short
Yeah,
time.
he can unmute himself. That's how a hangout works.
So another double
So
standard?
listen,
More
shush.
hypocrisy?
Tim, shush, Tom, whatever your fucking name is. You're saying I use statistics wrong.
I should mention that
Devin, shush.
the name Tom
Devin-
was out there.
Devin
People
does.
already knew this.
Okay,
I'm surprised
so
you guys didn't pick up
so
on
your
it,
point,
actually.
shush. So you're saying
What about
I
the
or
cameras?
Devin uses statistics incorrectly.
Sorry, you
That's what
were
you're saying.
quiet there at the beginning. Go
No,
again.
the FBI says that.
Whatever. Okay, but
Yeah.
your point is that
Source-based
that
stats.
Devin, specifically, not me, Devin is using statistics incorrectly in his videos to draw a wrong conclusion. Is that your point?
The stats are fine.
Yes.
However,
that's
the
what
way
you're saying,
he's
right?
the way he's using them is directly opposed by the source he's getting them from. Therefore, his conclusion. I mean, if
Is
the
his
FBI is an
conclusion wrong?
authority,
Is the conclusion wrong?
can you be specific about the conclusion?
That black people commit a lot more crime in the United States than white people do in relation to violent crime.
That's not a conclusion. That's the fact that we've
Right,
that we've
okay.
used.
So what does that leave us with? So we
the
arrive
policy
at
as a result.
So we arrive at the same fact that black people do that, right?
Yeah, but the fact is not the end of the discussion. I mean, science is not just a collection of
It doesn't
facts. You
address
get
that, though, does
facts,
it?
they become
Okay, it doesn't
evidence
address
for
it.
hypotheses, and then the
Right, blah, blah,
hypotheses
blah, blah,
become
blah, blah, blah,
theories.
blah. I get it.
There's
I get it.
more to it than just the facts.
Yes, you like the sound of your own voice, but he hasn't addressed
Oh, and
any
you
of those
don't?
things. Dude, he hasn't addressed any of those things, has he?
Well,
Has he said that
that's
black
the
people do
problem.
it because they're black?
No, he's actually dismissed the actual causes of them.
He
He
doesn't
has
care.
said he doesn't care about
But
causes.
it doesn't mean to say that he can't talk about it.
Yeah, he
get
actually
knickers
said,
in
and
a
I
twist.
quote, "Fuck those
You're getting
causes."
your knickers in a twist because he doesn't
He's-
address it.
He said he doesn't care about the causes.
Right, so what?
So that's ignorant as fuck.
No, it isn't.
So how is
Yes, it is.
he recommending we solve the problem?
That's a separate conversation, isn't it? But we have to deal with people like you
No,
to
it's
get through
directly
to it.
extrapolated.
Well, no, like you like back to what your statement was. You should just tell him to stop committing crime. Like
Well,
we've
that's a
shown
very
you,
good
like
start, isn't it? That's
Here's
a very
the thing,
good
yeah,
Anthony.
especially
That
like
is
when
a
you look at
very
the mental
good start.
health of the prison population and
No.
rapists.
Josh,
Anthony,
Josh,
I have
Josh.
a serious
fucking
question.
5
Hold
months
on.
ago.
Hold on. So are you saying that just because somebody suffers from a mental illness that they are incapable of making a decision? Is that
No.
what you're saying?
No. Not even close.
Do you agree that mental illness can increase one's propensity to be criminal, to commit
Of course
criminal
it
acts?
Of course it
That's
can.
pretty
So
much
it's like-
just
Well,
the
there
argument.
you go. So, okay, now how is telling
No, you
somebody
make
to
a
stop
blanket
committing
statement,
crime relevant? Like when somebody has
Yeah.
a mental illness, like when they live a life of abuse,
Mhm.
and then they
And
accidentally
they still can't make up their own minds? You're saying
That's
just
no
because
one's
somebody
saying
was
No, when your mind
beaten
is
as a
convoluted,
child...
do you understand
No.
what mental illness is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so do you understand that you do not think clearly if you are mentally ill? Like, you do not make right decisions when you have a life of abuse.
Josh,
I
you
know
said the
quite a
obvious.
few people who suffer from severe depression or that are bipolar that carry on a quite functional life.
Ooh, anecdotal
that don't
evidence. Also,
commit
those
crime.
weren't necessarily the conditions we were talking
Excuse
about.
me,
There's other
sir.
conditions.
Yeah, there's plenty of mental conditions, dude. So what?
There's tons of them.
You've already agreed. You've already agreed that they can cause
Look,
crime.
okay,
I don't think we
look.
ever disagreed on that. But
Right,
that,
exactly. So I'm not going to let this conversation get derailed into mental
it's not
illness.
being derailed. It's finally
course it
fucking
is.
getting
Derailed
somewhere.
again. How's
No,
it
it
derailed?
isn't.
We're talking
Look,
about
no,
crime.
because-
That's a leading population
Right.
in prison is
Nobody's
people who are
denying.
mentally
Nobody
ill.
is
How's
denying.
that derailed it?
Gosh, Jesus Christ, dude. Nobody's denying that mental illness can cause criminality.
Actually, yes, you were.
Nobody
you, That
is.
is bogus
No.
stance. You directly
Josh,
denied
no.
it. You
No.
directly
Absolute
denied
shit.
it. That was your
Rue
entire
actually
argument against me, was
denied those
denying
stats.
it.
Yeah, Rue actually denied those stats.
Oh, I've denied that mental illness can't cause crime.
I said Rue. I'm sorry, that may have been misheard. Rue denied those
Wait,
stats.
Rue's not even in this fucking discussion.
I agree, but it is a topic
So
of
why do you keep bringing him up?
It's a topic
You'll
of
keep bringing him up.
It's a topic.
It-
I mean,
No,
wants to
you're
know.
talking about a person who's not here.
yeah, that happens all the time.
No shit.
Yeah,
But why are you doing it now? You're sitting here and you're having this conversation with Anthony.
Yeah,
Actually, it started out with just Josh and Anthony. But,
Hey,
you
so
know,
you
I
remember-
mean, whatever.
Thing about censorship earlier? You just muted CA again.
So what? He can
Who?
unmute himself. Get over it, dude.
You're interrupting people a lot more than we are. I get that you're the host, but still, that's not responsible.
I'm not. I haven't muted you.
Josh, you're so cute. Oh my god.
Yo, be a man. Unmute Josh.
He can unmute himself. I can't unmute him. He has to unmute himself.
I don't
Unless he's
think
got a
that's true.
mental illness that causes him to not be able to unmute himself. I mean, that's the great excuse of the world, right?
If that's literally just a joke, then sure. But if it's supposed to be a point,
Look,
then
he managed to unmute himself. Look, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Amazing,
I
right?
totally muted myself there. Yeah, you're right.
No, I
no,
muted
he
him.
said
You unmuted.
you unmuted yourself.
I think you're lying. I think you unmuted him.
I can't do that.
I think
we're
you
gonna hang out.
unlocked the mute and he then unmuted it. Doesn't matter though. I suspect you're
I have no idea what you're
lying.
talking
I saw the fairy dust. Did you?
Okay, so this conversation is going nowhere right now.
Actually, I think the thing is, it was going somewhere.
No, it's not
But
going to go
then
where
you
you
have-
wanted to, pal.
You
Right
dived
down the
This isn't me.
shithole is where
Okay,
it was going.
Listen, pal, this is not
We
the
were actually
Oozaloo
getting
show.
to a point. It was
Dude,
great.
this is not the Oozaloo show. Shall I just make that perfectly clear?
There isn't one yet.
No, there isn't. There never will be. Fuck off. So anyway,
Aww.
the minute's annoying, and it's distracting from the conversation between me and you, Josh.
Oh, yeah?
So fuck that little dweeb.
How was he knowing? He was actually pretty coherent, except for you
Okay,
talking over
so-
him the majority of the fucking time.
Right, so let's have another conversation where it's just me and him.
Yeah, that'd be
How's
interesting.
that? Yeah, it will be. Let's pick a subject. But he's a slimy little cunt. He won't answer the
How is he?
question.
No, he's fucking honest as fuck. You are slimy as
He-
shit.
He thinks your
Yes, he
logic is
is.
shit, by the way. You realise
Okay,
that?
name one time he was dishonest in that.
Well, check his feed last night. He said your logic is shit.
Yeah, your logic is shit.
No, he said your logic is shit.
My logic is shit.
Yes, your logic.
The fuck are you talking about?
Anyway, we're going to go back to your original claim, Josh. Shall we try and get this conversation back on track? For God's
Okay, it's
sake.
the original claim of the black people killed by police.
Yes. Let's go
Hi
back to
there.
that one.
You're a liar and a hypocrite. As evidenced by your recent actions. Tata,
What?
you're not going to kick me? He kicked me, by the way.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, wow.
Of course I fucking kicked him out. That's what I said. It's me and you, pal. Not me, you, and that little slime.
Well, your wife's in here too, so how's it me and you when
It's
you
my
have
hangout,
your wife
pal. She's
running
muted.
testimony for you?
She's muted. She's writing my testimony for me.
Yeah,
Josh,
you had her
look,
give a
dude.
statement of how good of a
Joshua,
father you are.
Josh,
Yes, this spouse's wife or spouse.
Joshua, this is going to be your
No,
last
yeah,
chance
that's
to ever
bullshit.
talk to me, right?
But yeah, it sucks when
You
people talk
please
over you, doesn't it?
have
Doesn't it?
some points to make. For God's sake.
The
once,
points.
please.
Between my statistics that I can't back up at the moment.
Right, then, yes.
Let's see here. What else do we
Jack
got?
shit, dude.
Jack
Okay.
shit.
I made some notes. Hang on. I've got some notes. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Feel free to bring some up.
Okay, so we've got. What do you think about the Google image search when we search for your name? If you search Joshua John Banco, it's kind of alarming, right? When you search Joshua John Banco on Google and it brings up all those Nazi images.
Yeah, with your guys' names attached to them.
My guys' names? What do you mean?
Well, Devin, I know Devin's name is attached to it. I got good screenshots of that one.
Yeah, cool. But your name's definitely attached to it. Subscriber count, how's that going?
Irrelevant.
It wasn't a few months ago. Have you just given up on that one?
Well, no. It depends on how much I work, really. I care less and less the more hours I get. When I'm working 60 hours a week, I don't put out many videos.
Okay. How's the acting going?
I'm actually, every one of those little skits I do, I try to get a little bit better each time. And I'm going to be dipping into a different style of acting for the next Kool-Aid. So.
Okay. How do you feel about that, the Polish-German actor thing?
We discussed this in the last one.
Yeah, some people may not have seen it. Well, some people may not have seen it. So.
I was a shit actor, like I said last time.
So you were a shit. Do you feel like you're a better actor now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to give us some acting right now?
You're an amazing, nice person. You are just the nicest, most logical person I've ever seen in my life. You are the epitome of logic. Atheists and skeptics everywhere should just strive to be just like you.
I'm blown away.
I am amazed. Jaw dropped. Drunken Peasants, how's that going?
They're actually on right now, I think.
The show is on right now?
I think so, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, you mean a lot to me now that I'm missing that. I don't actually watch it live, but...
It'll be there for you, Josh. Don't worry about it. Did you get your invite, or are they not going to get you on?
Well, I got that one invite when you were on my channel. Well, yeah, you were on my channel. I got that invite, but then I fucked up inviting TJ into it, and yeah. So I technically have been invited on. I just fucked that opportunity up.
So is it like a timing thing? You'll get on there when they're ready, or when you're ready, or whatever.
Well, no, it's not a standing invitation. I assume I fucked it up by not inviting TJ on.
Thoughts on the Amazing Atheist telling everybody that he doesn't think Devin is racist anymore. Did that change your opinion on anything?
Like I told you, he's not my authority.
I didn't say that. That's not the question I asked. Did it change your opinion on anything whatsoever?
And again, my response is he's not my authority, so why would it change my opinion?
Well, that's not the impression I got from that debate that I had with you, but that's fair enough.
Well, no, I was shocked by it, but that doesn't mean it changes my opinion.
Will you apologize to Devin for calling him a racist?
Depends if he owns up to the things I brought up. I would honestly love to just stop the drama. I really would. Like, what would it take for you guys to stop the drama?
You don't like the drama?
I've honestly gotten sick of it because I make so few videos these days, and I'd prefer them to be on my main channel instead of on the Sheepdog. Like, I really would like to just cut out the shit, and we just go on with our lives.
There's an easy way out for that. I can tell you what it is.
It will not involve me apologizing with no middle ground.
No, you just send an email to atheismisunstoppable5@gmail.com. That's all you've got to do, and then it'll all stop. I guarantee it. I can control the whole army and tell everybody to stop.
Well, I don't care about your army. It's mainly the Google search that is a little bit of a bother.
It is a bother.
I was honestly like, what's that?
It is a bother when somebody calls you a racist for no reason.
Well, no.
It is annoying. It's kind of annoying, right? It's kind of annoying. You know, I wouldn't like it.
But I do have those two things that he needs to address, which he refuses to. The per capita, switching them around, and then his recent tweet saying that black people are justified in being killed by the cops. Or
Well, maybe
cops are justified in by killing black people, so...
then I'll ask him nicely, and he might send you a tweet about it.
Well, I wouldn't mind having an actual conversation with him. Like, I would like to end this drama. I would like to just get over it.
You know, the only way it will ever get ended is by you saying that you were wrong. You realize that, right?
I'm willing, I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong, but he's going to have to come to the middle ground where I pointed out, because last time I pointed out to him, he just denied it. He denied that he did exactly what I told him to, and exactly what I had shown he had done, because I made the video Wreckage of Friday where I show exactly what he did, and his response to that was to deny that he did it. So until he acknowledges that and his tweet, if he acknowledges those two things, I think I could get over this entire drama.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
All right, well then, that's the way it's got to be. If he
No,
can't,
basically you just have to admit that you're absolutely wrong about everything, and then everybody will move on, and you'll be left alone. And you can carry on with your own little YouTube channel, and you might grow it a little. Good for you.
How am I wrong about everything when I pointed out these things that he refuses to acknowledge?
Okay, let me rephrase the question. So when you had that debate with Devon,
yeah,
and the resulting backlash to yourself about it, about how badly you came off, and there was a lot, and you can't deny that.
Well, yeah, no, that was because of you misconstruing my argument. Again, like, I never said that black people are... yeah, you helped. You definitely helped. You definitely retweeted you did every goddamn thing.
Okay, so you did it all yourself. I mean...
No, I did not draw the conclusion that I was making a statement that black people are like dogs.
Okay,
that was
so anyway,
conclusion that Devin drew.
So my original question
I played this all out in my video.
How did you actually deal with the backlash? I mean... You said in that video.
I dealt with way worse in my life. Like, this is fuck off.
I'm sure your dad and stuff like that. So, with regards to the backlash that you got, like you said in that video with Devon, that original, and I listened to it today. You said that all you wanted was attention.
Not all that I wanted.
No, that is all you wanted. No, you said that. You said that.
Phrasing it differently. No, I said I'm doing this for attention. I didn't say all I want is attention. I'm doing this for attention like everyone else. Like Devin has stated himself, why he won't go on Vivo is for glory and attention. He stated that too.
So are you doing this now for attention?
No.
Why are you doing it?
Something to do. I had issues I wanted to bring up.
And you didn't do it very well.
Yeah, I should have been more prepared. I will admit to that.
Well, that's fair enough, pal. I mean, I'm not prepared whatsoever. I would have rather have had a nice chat. Where we could have actually, I don't know. Like Devin said on that last thing, he says, I think you're a good lad. No, I think you're a good lad as well. I think your heart's probably in the right place. And I don't hate you or anything like that. Nothing like that. It's just, fuck, man. You're just a source of amusement these days, and you just can't see it.
Well, I guess you're on the same end.
I'm not though, am I?
Have you seen the Drunken Peasants where they covered our debate? You're a pretty big laugh for a much bigger audience. So
for what? Some spotty teenagers? I mean,
you've been over this. You have the same goddamn demographic.
Oh well, let's just say I've seen some of their fans. I mean, fuck, I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care.
Okay, so like, that represents all of them. So yeah, you're saying I'm gonna laugh. There's more people laughing at you than there is me. So
well,
what do you have to say to that?
I don't see any of it. So.
Okay, so you turn a blind eye to it. Good for you.
No, I don't see any of it. I've got Nathan, what's his face, making some videos about my laugh, and I've got some who has like 60 subscribers on YouTube, and I've got Vindicator who won't stop talking about Devon Tracy for some fucking bizarre reason, and you won't stop talking about it either. That seems to be the common thread.
Actually, I had him muted, and then he came to my channel to start shit. So.
Oh, you're not going to block him, though, are you?
Well, no, actually, I had him blocked until he got a strike, in which I had to gloat.
Yeah, the strike that you gave him, you mean?
How did I... No, the other one. No, this was recently, because he challenged me 3 times to a chess match, and I said, yes, let's play chess, name the date. And then he bitched out. And then, what was it? He gave me that response.
Isn't that just like a friendly thing? Like playing chess and stuff like that, but you see it as like a dominance, like a... I don't know, you seem so threatened. I know, but you seem so like eternally threatened by stuff.
I am passionate about everything.
That's great. I mean, but channel it in some other way, not this. Fuck.
Like I said, I wouldn't mind getting over the drama, but he's got to come to realize those, well, pretty much two things.
I know, but nobody cares what you think about him anymore because everybody's moved on. Everybody, you saw that poll that I ran. That had like over 130 votes. People was like, no, it's a fucking waste of time. He's talking to you anymore.
Well, yeah, that was probably because I brought up legitimate stats, and your defense was to deny them.
Fuck, it doesn't make any difference, does it?
Doesn't make any difference if you deny university
dude, your mate Oozaloo couldn't even argue the fact that... Are you
just going to talk over me when I bring up cogent points? Will you admit to denying my statistics?
The facts remain the same.
Yes,
doesn't make any difference.
My facts that you denied, will you acknowledge those? Do you need me to link those to you?
What facts?
The mental health of the prison population.
So what? It doesn't make any difference.
So what? No, not so what. Not so what. Are you going to acknowledge them? They are facts. Will you acknowledge them?
Will I acknowledge that black people are what? Mentally ill?
I never said anything about black people in that statement. Where are you getting this from?
So what is your fact, Josh? What are you trying to say?
But the majority of the prison population has a mental disorder.
Quote me. Cite me.
Cite you on what?
Cite me. Send me a citation.
My,
put a citation in there. Put me a citation in the link there. That most people in prison are mentally ill.
Okay.
Because I find that highly dubious as well. But then again, define mental illness. What does that mean? Being bipolar, being like schizophrenic? I mean, there is a spectrum.
Yeah, bipolar, schizophrenic, depression.
No. You can't lump all those things together, pal.
Well, they are all mental disorders, and they all contribute towards your thought process.
Oh, you can say that I smoke cigarettes. I have a mental disorder. I have an addictive personality because I smoke cigarettes. And I find it very difficult to get off cigarettes. Does that mean I'm mentally disabled?
No, it doesn't mean you're mentally disabled. It means you have a mental illness. Addiction is a sign of weakness.
So then I go and rape somebody. Do I get off a lesser sentence because I smoke cigarettes?
When did anyone say excusing crimes?
I'm not saying excuse, dude, but you're the one making excuses.
Because you smoke, that is excusing crime.
You're the one making excuses, dude, not me.
No, okay, what excuse have I made?
That black people are analogous to dogs. Or crops, or fire.
When did I ever fucking say that?
Oh, Jesus. I'll tweet that. Tweet? Dude, it's an entire video that you had to Devon. Lasted 2 hours.
Okay, so what did I say specifically?
What, with regards to black people? The black people have an excuse. They have a get-out-of-jail-free card.
When did I say that? Are you just trying to fuck with me right now?
I'm paraphrasing, fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying.
You're paraphrasing. You're coming up with complete bullshit, and you're paraphrasing. Because I didn't say anything like that.
Okay, so when you talk about black people, you think they are somehow impoverished, right? As an entire race in the United States.
No, I don't think that they're somehow impoverished. I look at the poverty stats, and they are 21% of their population is under the poverty line.
Right, and black people generally are disadvantaged in the United States.
Yeah.
Bullshit, dude. You're absolutely talking out your fucking
Well, we're talking about the people that commit crime, which generally come from the people that are under a poverty line. There's kind of a correlation between poverty, mental health.
So your entire point is poverty causes crime.
No, poverty, mental illness, the poor prison system,
poverty and
education system all creates crime.
So your entire point is poverty, mental illness, poor education causes crime. Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
Well, who fucking who? Like, we didn't know that already?
Oh, yes, you've been rejecting that this entire time.
Nobody's rejecting it, you fucking idiot. Nobody's rejecting
actually, you haven't. Fuck those excuses.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Everybody already knows that.
Okay, no, like, you have been completely saying that. You said, fuck those excuses.
No, you say that is the overriding aspect of it, which is absolute shit.
What do you mean overriding aspect?
That because people come from poverty, or because people come from this, that, or the other.
What's that?
Did you on the chat? Fuck. Hang on. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. Yeah, because you're saying that black people in general, right? And we're talking about black people here, are generally impoverished and generally this, that, and the other, generally having a bad deal of it. That gives them.
Okay, wait, so you agree with my causes. You agree that there are more causes to crime, not just tell him to stop committing crimes. You see now that there is multiple things that lead to committing crimes.
No. Telling people to say stop doing that, what is wrong with that statement?
It's ignorant as fuck.
No, it isn't. If I see you, if you were 6 years old and I see you sticking your hand on top of the fucking stove, I'm going to tell you to stop doing it. Is that an ignorant statement, or should I tell you why?
Schizophrenic running
Or
around
should
the
I
street.
tell you why,
You
Josh?
to stop being schizophrenic.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Should I tell you why you need to stop putting your hand on the stove? Or do I first need to tell you to stop fucking doing it?
No, okay, so you see a schizophrenic running around on the street.
I tell you to stop first, right? I tell you to stop.
Are we talking about criminals, or are we
first.
talking about crime here? Or
I'm
are we
using an analogy, dude. I'm using an analogy that your little pea brain might understand.
Are you saying
Stop
black
putting your hand
people
on
are like
the stove.
children? Are you saying black people are like children? We were talking about black crime.
No,
Now
I'm
you're
talking about
bringing
you,
up a child.
Josh. I'm talking about
You
how
just
we
said black
deal with
people
this
are like
situation.
children. You're just, that's paternal racism right there. You see how I can flip that shit? That's exactly what Devin did to me.
No,
You
it
brought up
isn't,
a
Josh.
child in
No,
an
it isn't,
analogy with
No,
black
I'm using
people.
it in an analogy where you can understand.
Well,
Okay.
apparently you didn't get it last time I brought it up, because when I brought up
You
children
didn't make a
committing
point
crime,
the last time you
said
brought
that
it
I
up.
said black people are like children. So why doesn't this apply to you? That's a double standard.
Okay, so if we're going to deal with the problem, let me start again. Okay, so if we're going to deal with the problem, and let's use a 6-year-old child as an analogy.
Okay, no, why? How do you have a right to do
So
that?
that you can
You
understand
just accuse
it.
me of comparing them, and then you make the same analogy. This is
No,
bullshit.
This goes
You
with
have no
every
right to do
single
that.
thing in life. No,
Well, you
this goes with
acknowledge your
every...
hypocrisy. No, I'm
Shut
not going to
up.
let you make the same analogy I did that you criticized and said I was a paternal racist for.
But
That
you
is
are.
fucking bullshit.
But you are. You
Admit,
are.
you just made the
are.
same analogy, so how are you not a paternal
Well,
racist?
I'm using an example so that you can understand.
No, exactly, you're comparing black people to children.
No.
You're
I'm
a paternal
using
racist.
Okay, the example I'm
Hey,
going to
you
use...
are a paternal racist. You see how this works?
Yeah, stop being
How
a
I can
fucking
twist
idiot.
your shit around on you.
Okay.
It
Calm
doesn't
your
feel
body,
good, does
dude.
it?
Calm yourself. Are you calm down?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to use an analogy that could be used in many different examples. Many different. It doesn't have to be used against crime. It could be used against children. It could be used with just life in general. So if we deal with a problem, such as a hot stove, so you have a child who looks at the red light or the flame on the stove and thinks it looks interesting and they want to touch it. So the child reaches up to touch it. What do? We tell them to stop doing it. Immediately we tell them. We don't tell them why. We tell them to stop doing it.
Okay.
That's the first step in solving any problem. Then we tell them why it's not a good idea to do it. Now you treat black people like children.
Okay, now let's say you have a child with
No,
Down syndrome. Is
whoa,
your first
you
reaction
treat-
to tell him to stop touching
you
the stove, or is your
treat
reaction to pull him
black
away? How about that?
So you treat black people like children. You won't even address the first step.
I never said I treat black people like children. You just made up
Yes,
the
you do.
analogy.
Yes, you do, because all you want to do is go jump onto step 2. Well, you tell them why they can't do it.
No, because I don't blame
why they
the
shouldn't
entire
do it.
race.
No,
by
you won't get
what
you won't
the
get past
actions
step
of
1.
the
You won't
minority
get past
do.
step 1. You won't get past step 1 of telling the child to say don't do it.
Okay, but you're not telling a child. You're telling a race. You're telling black people should stop committing crime. That is
Right.
a
Okay,
comment
so what's the
addressing the
opposite
entire
then?
race.
What's the opposite? So we
There's a
say
difference.
black people should commit crime?
No, you shouldn't make everyone should stop committing crime.
Okay, so what's
But
the opposite of what I'm
you make a
saying?
message specific to black people.
So what is the opposite of what I'm saying? Black people should stop committing crime. What's the opposite of that?
What's
What's the opposite of what I just said?
black people should
stop.
commit crime.
Right, there you go. So that's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't have to take your opposite position just because I disagree with your statement.
So black people should commit crime. If you're going against my
I did
statement,
not say that
black
in
people
any
should
way.
Stop committing crime. Okay.
Not
so
even
I'm gonna
close.
say- so okay,
So
so
your
black.
approach is ignorant. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, so black people should stop committing crime. What's your response?
I agree.
Okay.
Everyone should
so
stop
we're
committing
agreeing.
crime.
Okay. Good night, everybody. What the
Everyone should
fuck
stop
is
committing
that?
crime. What are you talking
No,
about?
well there we go. We agree.
Yeah.
Christ on a fucking bike, man. What is your problem?
Everyone should stop committing crime, but you can't send a message specifically to black people.
Who is? I mean, the blacks
actually-
need telling. The blacks need telling because they're committing way more than we are.
The blacks
Well,
need
not
telling.
you
Now
are,
that
but you're
seems.
fucking Canada and you've lived
The
there
blacks
for all
need
your entire
telling.
fucking life.
You just said the blacks need telling. So you
Yeah,
need to
the
give
blacks
the
need
entire
telling.
race a
And you
kick in the
know- and you know-
ass.
And do you know who black people should be telling? Other black people should be telling other black people to stop committing crime. And you know what?
Everyone should be telling
And you know
everyone
what?
not to
Other
commit
black
crime.
people do that as well. People like TJ Sotomayor. People
So
like
some-
Luke Reed. People like Omar. People like Boris. People like anybody of color is saying stop fucking doing this shit.
So how often does telling them to stop doing? How often does telling a criminal to stop being a criminal work?
I don't care. But it's the right stance
Well,
to
you're
take,
ignorant.
isn't it? No, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's the right stance to take.
Well, if it doesn't matter, why are you even commenting on it if you don't care?
I care because
You
these
just need to
people
state
need to
these
stop fucking doing it.
random cherry-picked facts from a source that acknowledges that you can't even do that, that
All right,
discredits
so-
your opinion of it.
Okay, so because I don't have an answer, I should just stop talking about it? Is that what you're saying?
No. Well, I have an
Well, that's
answer,
pretty
and
much
you
what you
agreed
just
with
said.
it before.
No, that's pretty much what you just said, and that's what all your ilk say. If you don't have an answer for it, you better just stop talking about it. And you know
Well, no,
what?
I didn't
won't
say that.
talk
I said
about
that your only
No, 'cause
solution,
you do
which
nothing
until
about it,
now...
Josh. You don't do
Okay,
anything.
you need to acknowledge your past position. You and Devin had the position where it was fuck the excuses. I can quote you
Yeah,
on
fuck
that.
the excuses, and I still stand by that. Fuck the excuses.
Okay,
I
so
don't give one
which
fuck.
would you rather build? Okay, you are the governor
Josh,
of
no,
Detroit.
because you're moving on
Would
from
you
one
rather
point to
build a
another.
school,
No,
a
no, no, no,
hospital,
no,
or
no,
a
no, no,
prison?
no, no. No, you're just moving from one point to another.
No, this is the same point. Would you rather build a
No, it isn't the
school,
same
a
fucking
hospital, or a
point.
prison? Which
No,
one would
Josh, it isn't the same
crime
point.
more?
Because you want no. Because this whole argument
you
started
answering?
with pointing out the problem, and you have such a problem with pointing out the problem. You have such an issue with that. You can't get over that one point, the first point, pointing at the problem. You can't even get past that.
Yes, I can.
You want to jump from point 1 to point 2 without even acknowledging point 1.
Okay, so what good does acknowledging point 1 do?
Oh my god! Can I just leave it there? Can I leave it there? Can I leave it there?
Work.
Can we just? We could end it all there. We could end that fucking podcast right there. What difference does it make to acknowledge that there is a problem?
No. What difference does it make? What difference does it make to condemn a criminal for?
No. That wasn't the point, Josh. That wasn't the point. You won't even admit that there's a fucking problem, you dick.
Yes, I do. I have acknowledged
You
your
do.
stats
Yes, but
multiple times.
You want to just brush over it, blame it on something else.
Tell me what I'm
Brush
not
on to point
acknowledging.
2.
Tell me what I'm not acknowledging.
Black people commit insanely more crime in this country than white people. Correct?
Black people happen to commit insanely more crime than everyone else.
I will ask you the question, and we'll dead air. Do black people commit more crime per capita in this country than any other race?
Yes.
Okay, then we're in agreement, Josh.
Okay.
So it leads me on to what is your problem?
The fact that your past position, which you refuse to acknowledge, is that fuck the excuses, which is more harmful than good. Like, again, to my question, would you rather build a prison, a school, or a hospital? Which one would help reduce crime more?
Irrelevant, Josh, to the question.
It's not irrelevant. That is the basis of crime. That is the root of crime. You look at any other country, how their system is set up.
No,
They take school as priority, and they take healthcare as priority.
Right. Well, it's an obvious question, isn't it?
Compare any
Josh,
country.
it's completely obvious. I mean, for fuck's sake. It depends what industry, it depends what county you're in, it depends what that county's doing. If
No,
you
not
build a prison,
about county.
Well,
No, let's talk
Josh,
about
whoa. I understand the
Compare
point
your
you're trying to
country.
make.
No, just for a second.
Calm
Compare your country,
yourself.
any country with universal health care, and then
Get
the
out of the
crime
way.
rate. Look at the relation. Are you going to deny that relation between healthcare, education, and crime? Looking at just countries, like you look at Canada, we're not even close to your fucking crime rate, and we have universal health care. That's relatively good.
Right.
When I go to the hospital, I pay maybe fucking $10 for pills to get T3s,
Right.
and I walk away. How about you?
About what? We're talking healthcare?
Yeah, healthcare.
Right. So I have a job and I have insurance and all the rest of it. Right. So if I need medication,
Okay, so
what
when
you're
you
saying,
can't afford insurance,
Okay, Josh, get to the point.
that there's bigger problems than just pointing out the problem. There's
What?
more to the problem than there is to pointing out the problem.
There's more to the problem than pointing out a problem. Okay, so I'm pointing at a fire, and you're asking why it's on fire.
Yeah, okay, so you've pointed out a fire. What do you do? What do you do
Well,
with
that's
the fire?
obvious, isn't it, Josh?
What do you do?
To me, it's obvious. You'd go put the fucking thing out.
With what?
I wouldn't stand there
What
looking
do you
around
put
going,
it
I
out with?
wonder how it... No, because you're the one standing around, I wonder how it started.
What do you put it out with?
Josh, you're missing the point.
Your kitchen's on fire. What do you put it out with?
Josh, you're missing the point entirely.
What do you put it out
I
with?
said that you see a fire.
How do you handle the problem?
No, okay.
How
I'll
do you
use your
handle
analogy.
the problem of the
Shut
fire?
the
There's a
fuck
fire
up.
in your kitchen.
Josh,
What do you do?
shut up.
There's
Okay.
a fire in your kitchen. You brought this up.
Okay, so there is a fire in the kitchen. Yeah, you won't stop talking. Yeah.
I know. Oh
So
my
I
god.
want to point at the fire and he wants to find out why it's on fire as it's burning.
Yeah,
As
you
it's
know what?
burning.
This sounds crucial. Now, what do you put
No,
the
it
fire
isn't,
out
Josh.
with?
Not while the fire's going on, you fucking dork.
What do you put the fire out with? Just answer it.
Oh, well, it depends where it's burning, doesn't it?
Okay,
Is it
what do you
electrical?
put?
Is it? Oh, well, then you're going to get me
Exactly,
on, is it
that
foam
matters.
or is it
That
water?
matters. You pointed out a problem. So are
Yes,
you going to
after
throw water
you-
on it? No.
After you've pointed at the fire.
Exactly. So you point out the fire.
Yes.
Okay, there's a fire. Why
Right,
is
so
there a
that's
fire?
point one. So that's point one. But you won't acknowledge where the fire is. You're too busy finding out why it's burning in the first place. That's your problem,
That's
Josh.
completely relevant. Why is there a
Yes,
fire?
it is relevant, Josh, because that's the point you're at. You're down the conversation before we've
Yeah, I'm
even
trying to solve
addressed
the problem.
point one.
You're pointing out the problem, and I'm trying to solve it. That's where we're at.
Right, let's address the point first, shall we?
I've
the
addressed your
first
point.
Okay, like the first point you brought up that you still can't give any citation for or give any evidence for whatsoever.
Which one?
How about you back that up? Which one? I'm not going to tell you, pal.
My
This is your
Stanford
fucking
Center? My
point.
Stanford statistics?
You tell me, pal. I know what it was. And it wasn't what you just said.
For the mental health of the prison, or
No,
which one?
my God. Do you have a memory?
No, he
We're
screenshot.
talking about fire here.
Yeah,
Which one?
screenshot it, dude. Go back, rewind the video and watch it, and you'll know what your point was. Like, what the fuck?
Okay,
This guy for
go
real?
on then.
Oh, you want me to tell you what your point was?
Yeah, please do. Because I'm trying to point out the problem, which would be, well, I'm
Okay,
trying to
so
solve
you
the
want-
problem.
so you
Well, you're
want to
pointing out
solve
the
a-
problem.
Okay, so you want to solve a problem that you can't even remember what the problem was.
There's a fire.
Fantastic, Josh. Fantastic,
Yeah, there's a fire.
Josh.
And what source was
No,
I
that's-
referencing?
Josh, that's what I brought up 3 minutes ago. No, I'm talking about back at 8 o'clock, almost 2 hours ago. What point did you bring up that you have no evidence for, couldn't cite, and have since given no evidence for? And that was your opening fucking statement.
The
Nothing.
police
You can't remember
killing black people at
what
a
it
retarded
was.
rate?
You can't even remember what it was.
The police killing black people at a twice higher rate than white people. That's what it was.
Oh,
Like, holy shit, you do laugh like a fucking girl. Oh my god, fucking Vindicator is
was
right.
that you laughing?
Yeah, that was me imitating you.
Jesus, you do sound like a girl. Christ.
While I impersonate you, I sound like a girl. That's good, because I just showed you what you sound like.
All right, so you can't remember the point you brought up. Just for reference, everybody can hear it. We've still got almost 100 viewers. So the initial gambit that you opened with, you've got no idea what it was.
I just told you. I've repeated it multiple times that black people are being killed at a much higher rate by police. I've just said that. Like, what are you talking about?
And what was the stat that you brought up?
That they are 41 to 46% are killed unjustly.
Not quite, pal. Not quite what you said. But you're getting there. I'll give you that. You are managing to scrabble back. Somebody's obviously sent you a message.
I've said
told you
this,
what it was.
and you just talked over me. Oh, fuck.
Yes, Josh. So again, you can't make a point. So.
Well, no, my point was I'm trying to solve the problem, and you're pointing out the problem.
But you have to find the problem first before you can solve it, right?
Black people need to stop committing fires. I just read that in the chat. Josh, you have no point, and you're still reading. You're trying to get some information from Oozaloo or whatever, fucking Timmy, whatever he's fucking called. Will you stop reading what he's sending you? It's so obviously, blatantly clear that you're being fed information.
Actually, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You lying sack of shit. I can see it in your sunglasses.
No, we're trying to find the statistics that you want.
Becca, can you see that?
What else do you want?
Yes.
You're asking me to find this shit.
Yes.
You're asking me to find this shit? Well, okay, have you provided any evidence for anything that you've said yet? Have you?
I haven't made a claim, you dick.
Yes, you have.
I'm answering your questions.
No, you fucking haven't.
Oh, you made the claim, dude. You couldn't back it up.
Actually, I wasn't the one who made the claim. Devin made the claim that 99%.
And
I
okay,
said that's bullshit from this source, which I
Right,
need to back up.
and
I'm
I
not the
said
one
that,
who claim.
and I said that it wasn't me that said it, right?
Okay,
We-
well
we've
that's
been
what we're
over this.
discussing.
This was in the first 30 minutes of the conversation. Becca, mute yourself, honey. And I was telling my wife to mute herself. She's making a lot of background noise. And you couldn't back anything up. You couldn't back shit up. You said that 54%, or around that, 53 or 54% of all black people killed by police have been killed unlawfully.
Yes.
That was your stat, right?
Yes, from the
I'm
Guardian,
still waiting
which
for that. I'm still waiting for that. Was it Uzulu that gave you that information?
No, I found that.
From the Guardian.
Yes. Which claims to get it from the FBI, but I can't find it from the FBI.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, where did Devin get his stat from? His ass.
The FBI.
No, he got it from his ass. That's where he
No,
got it
from
straight out of his ass
website.
and presented it as a fact.
Oh, shut up. He got it from
That's what I had a
Dr.
problem with.
Dude, you got it from a left-wing newspaper. He got it from a government website. So who are you going to believe?
Are you seriously claiming that he got that from a government website? That 99% of black people killed by cops are justified? Are you seriously claiming that he got that from the FBI? Now that is a fucking claim right there.
I haven't seen anything to the contrary from your.
Okay, so it's going to be assumed that Devin is right until proven otherwise. He can make the claim without supporting evidence, and it's assumed that he is correct.
Well, let's put it this way. Everything that Devin said so far is true, and everything that you've said so far is shit. So who am I going to believe?
So I pointed out a lot of your hypocrisy.
You don't even dispute that. You don't even dispute it.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Holy shit. So he makes a claim without supporting it. I bring a claim with a, well, it's not even a claim, it's a rebuttal to his claim with the Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the Guardian, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake. That says everything that...
Straight out of his asshole, not the FBI.
And yet you pulled the Guardian out as some kind of credible source.
It's more credible than his asshole.
And everybody... Oh, that'd be stupid, dude. Then
Don't
everybody...
be stupid. Where do you think he got it from?
And
You honestly think the FBI
you got it
is
from
going
a
to say that?
government website, you dork. And then everybody's laughing at you because you're pulling out a Guardian citation.
Better than his asshole. Like, honestly, do you really think he got that from the FBI?
Jesus Christ, talk sense.
Well, no, like, okay, holy shit, bud.
Talk
you really think he got it from the FBI?
Talk sense. Pew polls, anything, any stat, government stats, anything will tell you that most homicides committed by police will be justified.
Except for in the
out
case
of those
black
400,
people.
was it 400? I can't remember if that was just one state or not. But the 400 justifiable homicides. So if there were 400 of them, how many of them were unjustified, do you think?
Well, out of the 400, it said that they were all justified.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, so if 400 were justified, as a percentage, how many do you think were unjustified?
Well, basing off that, I guess around 590-ish.
Well,
just going off the statistics.
Well, it wouldn't be 54% then, would it, you fucking idiot? Jesus Christ,
unjustified.
250. 250 would have been like 55%.
Wait, no, you were talking about those you said 400 were justified. So
yes, 400 were
those
justified.
are justified.
Right,
so out of the 400 that were justified, which ones aren't justified? Is that
yes.
what you're trying to ask me?
Yes.
That makes no goddamn sense. There's 400 justified. You have to think how many were killed in total, then subtract how many were justified, and that leaves how many are unlawful.
Exactly. And those were all the stats I was asking you for, which you couldn't fucking get.
Yes, well, I'm looking for it.
That was 2 hours ago, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to talk to you as well. So, like I said, I can either take a break and look for it.
Why don't you get your little dweeby mate to do it?
Yeah, well...
Is he not backing up very well, isn't he?
Evidence. You have more guys than I do.
If it was me and Devin on this chat, Devin would have been looking at those stats. He would have pulled them up. I'd have been there with him.
Well, you probably have a hotline to his fucking room. Why don't you just call him up?
We would have had some fun.
Ask him where he got his stats from.
We would have had a laugh. Not much of that going on with you guys, dude. Ever. So anyway, I think I've got a couple more notes. Because we'll wrap this up. What time are we at? 10 o'clock, dude. You're taking up 2 more hours of my life just talking nonsense again.
Talking nonsense. I've shown you your bullshit that you refuse.
Okay,
Summary of this is that you've changed your position to fuck the excuses to acknowledging the excuses.
I know what we could do. We could answer.
That is the summary of this debate.
Okay,
so and you're also a paternal racist.
How is you're the paternal racist, dude?
No, you compare black people to children. You did it yourself. You made an analogy. You did it.
Everybody will be able to see
you
that
did it. Come on, man. You did the same thing I did. That
Josh,
makes you
delusional.
racist.
You've been an idiot, Josh.
Because I hold us at the same standard. I'm being an idiot. Because you are obviously on a different standard than I am, right?
Well, I was using an analogy, Josh.
What do you think I was doing?
But I could make you understand. And yet he still goes on talking absolute shit. So can you stop, Josh? Rebecca, mute yourself, honey. So he's gone. Good. Like, fuck for that. Christ.
I did have myself muted. I'm sorry.
Oh, but that's all right. I mean, the guy cannot understand that who cares why they do these things? He is insane. That'll be the last time I talk to him. It was a waste of time, I guess. Was it a waste of time, Liv?
No, because I got some real good laughs out of it.
Oh, well, that's good.
But
And that's
no,
absolutely
seriously.
worthwhile. No, that's worthwhile for me. If you got some laughs out of it, then it wasn't 2 hours wasted. What do
But
you look at the chat?
I would.
Look at the chat. Let's get some talk from the chat. I can't read it because I have my glasses on.
That's
Read me
you're
some
an old
questions out.
man. I can't read anything out.
What?
I don't have the chat.
Oh, shit.
Doofus.
Fuck, we've got CC in there, we've got Lalo in there. Please never do this again, Lalo.
I know.
Hang on.
He's been saying that for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, he's done. You guys are above this. Thank you, Lalo. We are. I know, it was very, very frustrating. I mean, what does anybody think about me talking to that guy with the sunglasses? Anthony's blind. I am fucking blind. You're right. It's late as well, and I get the later it gets, the worse my eyes get. I can't see a fucking thing.
That's because you're old.
I know, but I broke my glasses too. So can we kill Josh now? Yeah, absolutely. Atheist goes, go for it. Just kill him. Kill him now. Devin's saying something, but it's going up so fast. He's a Tata twink boy. What the fuck is that? He can't see. Oh, he's talking about me. He can't see and he's nearing death. Thanks, Devin.
Oh, he's sweet.
Well, he's honest. I'm not near death, though. I mean, my life, my family has got a very good life expectancy, as do I. Smirking or not. But I am going to quit come January. Yeah, so that was weird. I mean, all right, I'll stop fucking smoking, Devin.
Thank you.
Yes, all right. I don't know. I thought that was somewhat frustrating.
It just
For
said if
me.
I can listen.
I know he doesn't, and he wants to jump onto point 2 using my somewhat weak analogy, I guess. I'm not particularly good at analogies, but
No,
you
you
know,
suck.
I'm not that bad. But he did want to jump. He doesn't want to address point 1. Did your wife fap to this?
Yes, Devin.
I could only be one person. Yeah, she doesn't. I'm just reading these out, and she guessed that was you. Because Becca was the best part. That's what Lala said. He said, "You're the best part." That was so nice. Best wife ever. Yeah, I thought Rebecca jump in and tell him he was a cunt. Oh, you didn't call him a cunt, did you? Did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good then if you did. Because you've never spoken to him before, have you?
No. He's horrible.
Thoughts on Vin's snout?
Do it.
Vin. What? Dog. Vindicator's dog. Devin's set his heart on shitting on
Oh, yeah.
it. Specifically the snout. He's in London as well. Vindicator's probably in. I can't think of the fucking town.
Houston?
No. Devin knows what I'm thinking about right now. Yeah, moral of the story, put flowers on your arms. If you want to be respected. He did say all that as well. You know, listening to that back, that was kind of weird. All the vagina sleeve and all that kind of thing. It's all true. You only get respect if you have a beard and a sleeve, is what he said.
When he said that, I thought,
Apparently that's true. He said that. I don't know. That must be a Canada thing. Is that right, Cece? You got to have a tattoo? No less than 2% of blacks killed in 2013 were by cops. So, I mean, this video will get taken down. Not literally by YouTube, but I mean, it'll get disseminated by what he said. Because he had nothing to offer. Drew's in there, by the way. Drew's in the chat. Everybody's in the fucking chat.
hi, Joe.
Hello, Drew. Yeah, I just couldn't get the facts quick enough. So, yeah, somebody needs to disseminate what he said there. I won't get time, to be honest. I've got to go to work tomorrow. I've got like a job and shit. But yeah, and that was, I don't know, thoughts before we close this thing down? Do you have any thoughts? You've never talked to Josh before on...
I had never talked to him.
How did you find him? Like, if you just met him on the street and he started talking to you like that, what would you want to do to him?
I'd punch him.
What if you were armed with your 38?
I'd shoot his kneecaps out.
Fair point. We should just leave it there.
Mic drop.
Oh God, yeah. So we'll leave it there. And incompetent Fortune 500 manager. Guess who said that?
Oh,
Devin said that.
I know. He's so sweet.
I know, but he knows I am one. So he knows it's true, and he thinks I'm competent.
You're incompetent?
An Fortune 500 manager.
I'd have to agree.
But I'm more competent than an incompetent welder. That's difficult to say. It's getting late.
And after the amount of alcohol.
Cece says, "Take care, Case." Cece's awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all listening to this. It was a mental disaster for him.
But you can get off any crime for it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're mentally ill or if you were a small dog, you get with it biting people's ankles, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. And I'll do this again sometime.
Not with him.
No.